everybody, and welcome back to another thrilling Wednesday live streaming session from your friends at the old TC. Zach on my left, I'm here in the middle, and Jonathan over there in the editing booth.
I like that, in the middle.
The video booth. You know, it's like that old famous show, Steven in the Middle.
That's right.
That was good.
That was good. Malcolm. That was the... Anyway, more of these laughs to come. What we're doing today is we just launched our support for a game called Gudnak. Many people say Gudnak, but I do feel like that's a little overborne.
There's no way it can be Gudnak.
Well, it does have the little dot in the U.
It's also got the dot in the end. What does that mean?
It means it can be upside down. That's the only way they can make it.
Yeah. Listen, I'll tell you. Did you see the banner that the Gudnak team, Tim and Ian over there,
yes,
put together about the name? That killed me. That is the humanity and humor that was. It's one of the hooks of this game, honestly.
Yeah.
You read some of these cards, or you read the rule book, and it's like, oh, even like the various social or Discord posts, and it's like, these guys get it. These guys get it.
And that's a lot of people have asked, like, well, how do you choose a game and all that? The publisher and the people behind the game are as big a thing as anything. So, like, that's a big element of what we choose to support or not.
I actually think that. So, for a while...
So, they just barely passed, is what I mean to say.
For a long time, it was explicitly about the game.
Yes.
When we first started, it was there are better games than what are the popular games. And over time, I think just the overall quality of games, it used to be, like in the 2000s when the company started, and even when we were teenagers playing games, the gap between the good ones and the bad ones was massive.
Massive.
But I feel like there are games we've seen in the past couple of years that a decade ago would have been instantaneously like, yes.
Yeah.
But now it's like, well, you're kind of just on the normal level of games, and it feels like a game from a decade ago, or it's not quite. But at some point in there...
Do the people matter at some point?
Well, at some point you start realizing that I think a great game is a good starting point, but that's sort of the barrier to entry, just for not even just working with us, but just generally speaking.
Yeah.
And it started becoming way more about the people and
values,
the people behind it, and what their vision is, and what they're trying to create.
Competency.
Yeah, and yeah.
Yes,
I was just letting that one hang and thinking of a few people. Anywho, so there's a lot of different pieces of it, but I would actually say the people and their vision is more important at this point in terms of selection than the game itself.
Yeah, as long as it's
like start there, and then okay, do you have a great game? And that's one of the most impressive things about Gudnak to me. This is Tim and Ian's first at bat.
Mm-hmm. Well, they played a bunch of LCGs, so they're basically a long-time designers.
That basically translates. Yeah. Anyone that's played card games for a long... It's like, I've watched football for 20 years, so I'm the expert, you know? But
I think you're an expert at football.
I think we talked about it in the tutorial that went up yesterday, but the quality level of Gudnak for a first at bat is actually, to me, quite insane.
It continues to be, like, when we started unboxing it and then started playing it and got in the rule book and then checked the Discord and checked the website, I was like, oh man, it keeps getting better. These guys know what they're doing.
Yeah, and beyond even just the gameplay, like the infusion of humor and the theme of the lore, it's clear there's a vision here, which is exciting.
Here's what we're going to do today. We're going to show all the products that are for sale. Well, you've seen them, I guess. Here they are. But we're going to do that here in just a second. And then we're going to play some Gudnak. We're going to show you what it is, how it plays. We've got a tutorial video up there.
Oh, is this our test copy?
I think that's a real copy, but we don't need to open this one. But I just wanted to make sure everyone knew that we were shipping it sealed.
That one is the one that you guys use for the games that we've recorded.
It's a real copy.
I don't think so.
You think? Oh, yeah?
I think this is not full production quality.
Well, I had the not full production quality one in my office. That's a second open copy that we have. This is a real one.
Okay, yeah, this might be a real one.
So we're going to play some Gudnak. I think we're going to play the expansion factions just to see. We actually haven't played the expansion factions yet. So I'd like to unbox those. I'm really interested in the Aroxy, as you might expect. They're, kind of got a nomadic thing going on.
Which people?
Not any of these.
Oh, the expansion people.
Yeah. So that would mean you're probably not really a Rotborn guy, but you might have to play him. These are the guys, the nomads that have their stronghold move around on the back of Yaks.
Look at the blue and oranges there. It's just in your color suite.
Steven,
the Rotborn would be Jonathan's faction.
I was putting the cards in the system last night.
Boys. Yeah.
I was putting the cards, and the blue ones. They're very cloth based.
Oh,
Very cloth based.
a
A lot of weaving, a lot of cloth.
I don't mind cloth. I'm wearing more cloth than Zach right now.
So like here is an example of the humor I want to talk about. And this live stream, we're gonna be opening this playing Gudnak.
Yeah, let's deck build. We'll deck build.
Being cast. I'm so excited.
Let's deck build. Let's do it.
So the Rotborn Rise expansion, which is one of the two expansions. There's an expansion button on the website that includes these two things.
Both of those together, $80.
But the Rotborn Rise, listen to this beautifully written paragraph. Things in the world of Gudnak are not great ever since the sun started dying, and pretty much everyone started attacking each other. If only there was a faction that benefited from all this extra death and decay. ...
Boom.
That's all you need to know.
Yeah. To the general story is the sun's gone away.
It's going
away.
That's the logo.
And it's cool.
Let's
yeah, that's
see
what
this.
And it's really cool because, and I'm going to butcher this because it's been a little while since I've read all the rules.
I'm glad you're saying it, not me.
But there's I won't even tell you the faction names, but there's the folks that are like, this is a bad thing. And there's the folks that are like, this is a good thing, a sign from God kind of thing. And there's the folks that are like, let's make that happen faster because we love it so much.
Yeah, we love the darkness. What could go wrong?
And there's all these different takes on what does the sun going away mean and what do you do in response? Do you just go underground? These kinds of things.
Yeah, which I can, while we're here.
And also, Jonathan.
Yo.
I just pulled up my YouTube to get our video so I could see comments coming through.
Uh-huh.
There's a new boiler room that just got posted.
I see.
You'll never guess who it is. Guess who it is.
Shadow?
No. That's a good guess. Scream, Midnight Request Line, etc. Back-to-back Mala. On a boiler room 4 days ago, dude. So I just want to get that on the record. You need to text me so I don't forget.
What have you been doing? How'd you miss that?
Well, I don't know.
Do you I don't know, have a job or a kid or a wife?
Actually, my internet has been out for the past 3 days, so that's probably how.
Man, from bad to worse. Can't catch a break.
Can't catch a break, dude.
Can't even get the internet working.
It's working now. It's
many
back.
crickets. Well, you did catch a break. We launched Gudnak, so there's that.
Yeah. Well, I'm pulling this up so that I can respond.
Yeah, well, I'm definitely building an Everking deck. As soon as
you're
see
supposed to play the expansion faction.
No.
Okay.
We got time. These games are supposed to take 12 minutes as long as people make fast decisions.
Fine. Alex Becker in the chat. Alex, man, I haven't talked to you in forever.
Ladies in waiting.
Yeah, so there are more cards for the first factions in the expansion.
In the expansion. The expansions have more cards for the
More
heroes.
Yeah,
more
we just
heroes.
need to get into this. Can you show the Everking real quick? Also, if you really just want to know how to play and don't want to listen to as much of our nonsense, we posted a tutorial yesterday. I mean, look at this guy. Of course I'm playing him.
Boring.
He looks awesome. Anyways.
I'm going to crack this. Oh, wait, hold on. Here's what we got. So here's what you should know.
Man, we are doing the math. Hey, hold on.
Ridiculous.
It's the core set thing.
It's funny.
There is actually a right direction.
It is funny.
Sometimes we ask why do we do a live show, and that interaction was it.
There it is.
That's it.
This isn't Tess Iraq? No?
I see.
This is the core set, and this is a pack of sleeves for the cards in the core set. This is $50. This is the hook. This is the lost leader, as they say. We want you to get in.
It's important to note there's 100 sleeves in here, which we're going to test these sleeves live.
Yeah.
But there's 100 sleeves in here. Deck size, there's 20.
Mm-hmm.
And there's 4 factions. So you could technically sleeve one deck of every faction plus a whole extra deck of a different color if you wanted to with a single pack of sleeves.
I wonder, too, are the auxiliary cards 10 cards for each faction? They might be.
It's
in the
only
core
heroes in the auxiliary cards. I don't know how many there are, though.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the base stuff is the base.
But then there's neutrals as well. I wonder if you could sleeve the whole thing. Hold on. How many cards are in here?
It's way too many.
It's way too many. You're right.
Tim.
168.
Yeah, and that's just the core set.
But you can sleeve 4 decks easily at a time, and even with some swappables. Mm-hmm. I like your math on that.
And we all know. I don't know how everyone else is, but I tend to focus on a faction or two. So if you're playing with a single core set with like a kid or a friend, obviously sleeve a couple decks, etc. But
why can't a friend be a
if
kid?
we both have a collection, I don't know. I'm not going to sleeve all 4 factions. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm not worried about it. I've never worried about that kind of stuff. This is what's up, Moose Jaws? I love your brand, your outdoor gear. Discovered y'all through Earthborn Games, and then through you, I have discovered Sorcery and reignited my love for card games. Excited to see another new game y'all are excited about. Thank you. Well, thank you so much. We only have a few a year usually, and this is one of them.
Yep.
And I like adding this too because it's not asking as much as the Sorceries and the Warlords of the world.
And even Sorcery is not asking as much as
that's true.
Other things. We're just getting old, man. I think our tastes are evolving to old men taste.
No.
But I love this comment because Skyward through Earthborn. Earthborn, and one of the most incredible games of our time, Earthborn Rangers. And the idea that someone's passion for card games will get reignited through what we're doing. Thank you for sharing.
That's kind of what we drew up on the board, isn't it?
Yeah, that is remarkable.
Here's your $50 starting point. This is where you get this, and you can just get that. You can play it, and you can play that forever, and you never need to think about us again.
And if it wasn't clear in that box,
yeah, let's get in there.
I just want to show. Here's the rulebook with lots of humor.
This is an unboxing. Yeah, a genuine unboxing.
This could be a short YouTube short unboxing.
You should monetize it.
And there's a real live game board here.
That's legit.
This is like the mat. We'll end up playing on one of the mats, but there's a board, and then we show this on the tutorial as well. But there's effectively decks and options for each of the various factions in the core set for 4 of the factions.
Important thing about this board. Can you hear me back here?
I can hear you.
Important thing about this board. One side is 1v1, and the other side is multiplayer. I'm not looking at it very closely.
They say 3-player can't be done on the map, but I dispute it.
They expressly didn't really say that.
No, they said it in Discord.
But it was a joke. You gotta watch it. They're sarcastic.
I can't tell. It's the internet.
But like a 4-player game is just a 3-player game with one less player, like one more player rather. So why don't you just play it 3-player, and everybody's fighting each other?
Well, I think it's because technically in a 3-player game, someone's caught in the middle of 2 people, and they're at a severe disadvantage.
Well, give them a little hidey hole over here or something.
We've been figuring this out since we were 8. How to make it fun and fair.
Yeah.
Anywho,
catapults and.
I was really impressed with the. Oh no!
It's like folding the map.
Yeah.
No.
Hold on. I gotta move this. This is Shorts Gold.
Hold on.
Just can we start a clock? Oh no, he gave up.
I didn't give up. I just had to unfold it. Okay.
The silence is deafening. No pressure. You could do like the Ashes board and just rip it.
I did do that one time.
Broke
Okay, so if the theory would be
you're so close. Yeah, there. Come on. We're there. Oh, man, I'm proud. Quality folding there.
After your $50 core set plus sleeves, you've got the expansion bundle. This is $80. This is where the boys at Chaotic Great make their money. So we hope that you'll buy this one because it's got tons of great content in it. It's basically, if you want all of the Gudnak stuff, grab these. It's 2 more factions. And the faction design, listen, the faction design is the most refreshing faction design that I have yet seen.
Do you mean from a mechanics or a lore standpoint?
I'll tell you what, actually, you know what I mean? Is there have not been more interesting factions since the spoils.
Ooh, I agree.
Thank you. That's 2 to 1.
He just threw down.
No, so you think about the spoils, and it's like, okay, there's the cats, the Mao, the banker faction. There's all the rogue stuff. There's the gearsmith tech faction. It's not the old tropes, right? Yeah. I love the old fantasy stuff, but this is not that. It's nice to have a little, and it's still playing in that zone.
Yeah, we still have dragons and undead and stuff.
But it's different, and it's just refreshing and beautiful and inspired design. So I'm very, very huge into getting more factions. So these are great. And now remember, all of this art was done by Vittoria Pompolani from Italy. There's a great story there. I'll let Tim and Ian tell you that story one day. But she's
we need
awesome.
To get them on the podcast.
I believe, if I'm not mistaken, the first time she came to the States was in service of Gudnak at a convention. So they were able to fly her in. She really set this game alive whenever they kind of sent their early stuff over and was like, do whatever. And then she brought back like, hey, let's do this. And they were like, oh my gosh, and you're incredible.
The setting for this originated from their like kind of custom D&D setting, right?
Yeah, it started with I need a card game for my D&D campaign, and it turned into this.
And here we are. I just took a couple easy steps, and then a physical game showed up, and it was beautiful.
Bada boom.
I've got some quick Q&A here.
Yeah, let's do it. Well, before you Q&A, hold on 1 second, and then we'll Q&A. Last thing on the list over here.
Oh, yeah, go ahead and do that.
Let's show the spread.
And then just the straight up. This is the same.
Can we play on the winter map, please?
Yeah.
It's that time of year. It's cold.
Winter and forest neoprene mats. I think these are $30 a piece. Is this the same as the core set, the forest one?
I think so, yeah.
Let me look. Hold on.
It says forest playmat.
Can you pull that? Can you? Yeah, it's the same.
It's
the same, right?
I'm pretty sure.
It's the same.
I will be playing that. We will be using the sleeves. Someone asked if sleeves can fit in the box.
Yeah,
I'll put that to the test. I'll put that to the
They
theory.
have a pronunciation right here on Gudnak. It's Gudnak. No, wait. Gudnak. It could be either.
It's got the good. Good wouldn't it be D-U-D for good?
Well, that could be Gud.
From a pronunciation.
Oh, I don't know. I should know that, though. It seems like something I would know, right?
If anyone in the room is going to know it, it's you.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's not me. Okay, what was the question?
Oh, we had questions. Sam, I'm sorry. This has been asked for, but is there a good way to get this in Europe? I saw this come through on Discord a few times.
I guess is
yeah, I know it can be expensive. So the Chaotic Great is a first-time indie small publisher. This is not a crazy print run. International distribution is tough for the biggest of companies. So as far as I know, the answer is not really. They did the Kickstarter, and then we have it available. But you'd have to ask them what their international
plans
look like. But that's just one of the kind of unfortunate, when we're talking about indie games, one of the unfortunate paradigms of the space is it's so hard. Even a game that I would consider very successful, Sorcery, international distribution is just like a bear to deal with. So sorry, I don't have a better answer on that.
All right, coming up next.
Can we make? Is there anything we can do to make international shipping cheaper? It seemed to. It just got really expensive during COVID, and it never got unexpensive.
It got expensive.
Expensive.
We looked at. We had domestic shipping on our tokens in the UK for a little bit, but UK not being a part of Europe anymore is a big problem because the UK is the biggest English-speaking base there of people that actually play, games, and it's just so divided. It's very complicated, and if you're not at a certain scale, unrealistic. Look at
That's
this.
a good word for it. It looks good, doesn't it? It feels good to play on the
It
green.
is beautiful, and you perfectly aligned it.
I was hopeful for a second that you were telling the truth.
Got him.
And I remembered you're
A fiend.
stone cold liar.
Yeah. Just constantly. No truths.
That's pretty good.
More questions. Jeremy Delaporte, does all the expansion content fit in the core box?
Let's find out.
Fixing to learn today. See, we're going to use this box as the test, eh?
Yeah. It has to. I mean, there's so much space in it.
I'm gonna deconstruct this real quick. I'm gonna keep doing questions. We'll come back to answering that officially.
These are great looking products, man. Reminds me of Sky Tier.
Dude, you see the treasure chest?
What is treasure chest?
I haven't seen the expansions. What's the treasure chest?
Oh, dude, you got Quest. You don't even know about Quest.
You don't even know.
No.
I know something because I had a very early conversations with Tim and Ian, and they were talking about concepts. They even had a link to their
Concepts of a Plan.
Concepts of a Plan. Yeah, they even had a link to recently. I saw it show up on a Discord. It's kind of a preview page for their next Kickstarter, which will be for reprint expansions at some point in the future. But they were throwing some things down in there that were like part of their vision thing, and they're getting to some of the vision stuff sooner than expected, to be honest, which is awesome to see. I'm gonna get all this out. You okay with that?
Yes. Please.
We're just gonna go ham.
But keep it in the right piles, if you would, please.
I'm
or
gonna
else
do my
get
best.
very upset.
I'm gonna do my best. Let's get rid of that.
Now, the next step, we need to get the Chaotic Great guys over there with Delano and Earthborn, and they can make all of this out of, seashells or whatever.
Domestically?
There's a company in Arkansas, by the way, that sounded like a joke, but they're actually making their...
A company in Arkansas.
They've got a new technical fabric that's made out of recycled seashells.
I think I got this right. Don't trust me. So this is gonna go for me. This is a no for me, dog.
Yeah.
They have this insert where it kind of divides, in which these like stacks of this faction came inside there with the box, the little stronghold cardboard piece, and then all the extra cards for that faction.
Is that the one we've already opened?
Yeah.
I wonder if that's the finished one. You may be right.
Oh, there it is. I was like, if this is
well, I wonder if the clamshell is the final, because I almost remember there was a conversation about it being a little different in like final production. Or is anybody out there that actually knows anything? Tim and Aaron?
I mean, you may as well open it.
Right. What are we gonna do? Sell it?
But I don't know.
We'll give it away to somebody here in the office, or one of those people out there watching.
You never know. It's the only thing you do know.
Let's see what a fresh one looks like.
Yeah.
Man, don't you love the art on this?
There's a What would you call the brightness of the colors that are being used?
Vivid.
Like there's a color to this game that is brighter than most.
Very good. Okay, so we've got the same. Everything's
Okay,
the same.
great. So,
Chaotic Great in the chat saying yes, the plastic clamshell is not the best, or the plastic divider.
they're saying we were deciding to blame Ian. Ian. Also, I didn't put it together until yesterday in the Discord. Someone, when the names together, Tim and Ian were mentioned, thinking it was my brother Tim and our collective friend Ian. Which is funny.
Yeah. No, we're not friends with these.
No, not at all. We don't even really like them, particularly. So this is the core set box without the plastic. We'll have to decide how we store it.
You can still put the divider in, right?
Kind of.
And then by the time you get your square cards in there, it'll hold.
So here's where I'm at, though. Look at the expansions. These things were built for holding cards.
Yeah, these are card holders.
So I'm curious. This is all the cards from the expansions?
Yeah.
I want to see if we can get all the cards in a single one of these boxes.
Okay.
This is like a single row. Now, if you were taking this around, town, maybe to holidays, or you're going to a pub.
Taking it around
town like a gentleman. Obviously, you want the... I guess, actually, no. I would be using the playmat. So I would just want the littlest box possible with a playmat so that I could just carry this around as simply as I could. So this is, and you could use these little faction boxes as like the natural device. This is unsleeved. You can get all the cards from the core set all the expansions into a single
Let's go play some Gudnak.
Look at that. There you go. Solved it. Say no more, fam.
I didn't even need that box.
Did you say that earlier? Say no more, fam?
No, I don't say fam. I would never say it.
I don't. Never's a long time, man. Plus, we're on stream, so you might jokingly say it. You want to bet?
No, I don't want to bet.
I'll give you 5 years to not say it on stream.
I don't want to bet. Okay. So we've got the Rotborn here. Yeah. We've got the Aroxy here. Now, the key, what we're going to do is we're going to take...
Dude, they put you in the art. Just kidding. I don't know which character this is, but look at this guy.
It's not even close.
You could cosplay as this guy. You right.
Oh my gosh, they really got us some new cards.
Yeah, dude. So start saying it.
Yeah, just hand me all the
Whoa, they're not messing around. Hold on a second.
Undead looking things.
Hold on a second. And they're all heroes. Oh my gosh.
Gaming Dolph asking if there's a way to get more sleeves. So apparently this sleeve size is a normal board game sleeve.
70 millimeters by 70 millimeters.
So you can just get sleeves in that kind. My experience, and I'm excited to test these out, with art sleeves, is that, let's just see. I won't even say the words.
Wow.
These are
serious expansion.
These are nice. These are nice.
Dude.
I'm just testing this out.
This.
What? Hold on. You see Huntsman and the Hound?
This gets me absolutely.
That's a big old good boy.
Absolutely jacked. I didn't realize it was this deep. I'd only looked at the faction cards.
Okay. Feel this.
That feels great. I love that.
We'll put it to the test.
I do love it.
Wait, hold on. Uh-oh.
No, don't worry about it. Look, this is all.
I am a little.
This is all the new faction stuff.
Where was that? I just want to put this in the right stuff. Okay.
So,
this is just from the expansion.
This is all the new Shardsworn cards just in the expansion.
So, loosely, how many are we talking there?
Well, I know exactly how many. I'll count them. How about that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10.
Speed is saying that expansion had some crazy cards. The core set is tame in comparison.
It seems to be 20 new cards plus tokens.
So, in the original, we had a deck of 20. Let's just figure this out. Okay, so we had a deck of 20. And we had a
20 cards.
Stack of extra cards that were...
Each expansion had 10 new cards for the core set factions.
So there were 30 cards in the core set. That's what you're saying, per faction?
Well, no, I was saying the expansions have 10 new core set factions.
So cards. I think there are 35 cards in the core set for this faction. Plus, we get this stack of new cards.
That's right.
From each expansion. So there's 20 more, you said?
20 more.
10 in each expansion.
Plus some tokens.
Okay, that's pretty significant. Plus you get the new factions.
So now, we have to deck, but we got to think about this.
Yeah. Well, luckily, one of the greatest things of Gudnak is deck building, but also a little restricted. 5 heroes, remember? 5 tactics.
Let's deck build, man. Let's do some deck building. As Alex Becker said, it's never gone wrong on stream before.
Yeah, what could possibly go wrong? I'm gonna grab these purple cards. What do the neutrals look like? Are these the neutrals? Like the Carpenter?
Yeah, they've got the little...
Show that Carpenter.
Oh, got it.
He's just being all neutral, hanging around.
And you've got quests, too.
There's Quest. There's also Constructs. So get ready.
Are we ready for that?
Okay, Rotborn. Nobody's playing Rotborn.
Okay, yeah, put them
into
away.
the till.
Here's a Construct for you, Zach.
Did the expansions... Leave that on the screen for a second. Did the expansions also include these little boxes for the new packs?
Yeah.
Because I like that as like a divider
right there.
inside of that.
It's your little deck box.
With
It's your
all my
20 card
cards,
deck right there.
Do sleeved cards fit in there?
Fit in where?
In the
I don't think so. Surely not. There's no way.
These sleeves are like dead on. Let's just try it. Battery and RAM. 1 action. Relocate the construct as an action.
To an adjacent empty square. If it occupies an opponent's gates, discard the top card of that opponent's text. It's like a double seizure.
You can spend an action to do it.
Also, Jonathan loves Machines of War.
I do. What's that about?
It's like me and walls. So the sleeve card.
He likes siege machines and you like walls? He's going to wreck you, dude.
I said on a previous stream, like the walls never work.
They never work.
So technically,
castles worked pretty well.
A castle is not a wall.
It's a series of walls.
Mm-hmm. But it's a building. Buildings work. It's different.
I mean, come on.
Like
I'm not even going to take that on.
In RTS, there's like a wall. Like the Great Wall of China is just a wall.
That's right. Yeah.
And in an RTS, like you build walls. You don't build. You can build buildings or walls, and there's a separation in RTS. Am I wrong?
I'm just saying you can't have buildings without walls.
That's right. But you also a building is more than just walls.
Some say it's the heart,
ceilings,
within.
roofs, etc.,
and the people,
etc.
And the people.
So a sleeved card fits in the box. I don't know. I'll test it out once I have a fully sleeved deck. I don't know if a fully sleeved deck would fit in it. I also am a little nervous.
Meantime, Timothy absolutely know the answer to that question.
Like the top of the sleeve, is a little snug.
It's not built. It's not built for it.
So we're gonna need little deck boxes, Tim.
Well, also, I probably am not even gonna sleeve the cards.
You're crazy.
I'm not crazy.
I want to try it. I want to try the sleeves.
Okay.
I adore the decision to do square cards.
I do too.
Just so we're aware.
Well, I mean, it allowed them to cut the form factor of the board down by about probably 8 to 10 inches.
And think about how much paper was saved in the production of this game. It's like half a card.
Hey, for real though, my favorite thing about Gudnak is that I can zoom this camera in, and I will once it's time.
Yeah, you can.
But it fits perfectly in a 16:9 square.
Yeah.
It's like the coolest thing.
It would a digital implementation would be so easy.
That would be cool.
Not that you should do it. I don't even know how I feel about that anymore. I'm tired of staring at a screen generally, but
I still feel the same way. I prefer.
And then if this card is loaded, rotate it back upright. It is no longer loaded. Reveal the top card of target opponent's deck. If it's a 1 or 2, discard it. Wow. Okay. Gotta go kill it.
I like it. How do you kill it?
I don't know.
Oh, I find myself that the first time we play Earthborn Rangers, the first thing came out. I was like, "How do I kill it?" And Andrew's like, "You've missed the entire
morons."
Yeah.
Okay, let's look up constructs. They're a type of tactic that you can play onto an empty square on the battlefield. You play a construct, choose an empty square on the battlefield adjacent to a fighter or construct you control, so not even your back row. Place it in that square. It remains there until it's destroyed. When a friendly fighter enters a square containing a friendly construct, place the fighter on top of the construct. So you can stack them, basically. You can put your dudes on top of them. Constructs cannot be in stacks, and do not relocate when a fighter leaves their square. So you don't stack them in the sense that you don't make a stack, but you can put friendly fighters on top of them. And then when the friendly fighters leave, they reveal the construct. They don't move around with them like a stack does. When an enemy fighter enters a square containing a construct, destroy it. You just got to enter the square with anything.
All right, zero power.
Action abilities.
Your power is not good.
Yeah.
I love that Terrence comment. He said, "I didn't know a single card could sell me a game."
I wonder if they come in fatigued. Does it tell me?
Do you have your faction that you're playing?
Not really. I haven't decided yet. I know what I'm not playing.
There's also attachments now, so you might be aware of that too.
I'll read those out of the Atroxy thing. I'm not playing the tentacle stuff. Just not feeling it today.
Is this tentacle stuff?
No.
That's
the Shardsworn, baby.
Is this tentacle stuff?
Does that have the little that icon? Bottom right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Let's just pack that away.
Yeah.
Okay. And we're using little deck boxes as
I
dividers.
see. Look
I
at those little factions. Pull up the greater cockatrice.
That's a weird way to say that, really.
I'm not
even
good
know
at
what you
words.
did with it.
That little icon on the bottom right is a faction icon. I'm a details guy, so I know things like that.
Yes,
Alex,
it is.
wait, hold on.
Ongoing jokes.
Hold on,
I don't know if
hold
he's
on.
playing refractory because,
I
come
think Chaotic Great has a good answer to your question there, Steven.
on. To my question,
Mm-hmm.
is it the answer to the rules? Being like buildings, they do not suffer fatigue. Okay, I can play. I can play with that. All right. So buildings don't get tired.
I don't know if they're trying to dunk on
It's
you.
a simple concept, isn't it? So that means you can deploy Trebuchet and load it in one go. And then here is, I don't want refractory stuff.
So there's some. Okay.
Can you hand me the refractory pile? Is that what you've got in your hand? That
This?
is. Yeah. Do you want this?
Nope.
Are you playing that?
Nope.
Okay, you're not playing that. These guys I don't want to ever see again after that tutorial game. So then we've got neutrals, which can be added to any faction. And this is why the deck building is
leave
great.
those guys out. Yeah.
Yeah, so we can all choose from this.
What is our icon? Is it this little dash?
That's the little dash.
So these are also
circle.
neutrals.
Yeah, these are our neutrals.
Beautiful, beautiful.
And then we've got the Shard Sworn that I might build. And because I like ogres and stuff. And then it's weird. I don't know why. And then we got the Oroxy, which is the new stuff that I might play. And you're going to be playing the Ever Knights.
Frozen undead demon creature things.
Yep. And then let's read about quests. First and foremost, the adventurers are not good at their jobs. You need to know that before proceeding.
Okay, nice.
Now that we got that out of the way, the adventurers all have a special ability called Adventurer. When you build a deck containing a card with the Adventurer ability, you must also build a quest deck. So these are special units that have a keyword. That means they're going to have a quest deck associated.
Okay.
The quest deck is 6 cards, and they start with 6 pointless quests. So let's look at our, right there, boom. When resolved, nothing happens. What a waste of time. Okay. But for each card with the adventure ability that you add to your deck, replace a pointless quest with a quest of your choice. So if I have 3 adventures, I change 3 of these to real quests.
Okay.
But
So you never quite know if it's a real quest or a pointless quest, as is life.
I love the chicken running on that thing.
You could choose to keep only pointless quests, but it might be cooler to choose something like Book of the Dead or Golden Temple. Your call. To place a quest, an opponent puts a random card from the quest deck face down in a non-gate square in their back row. So basically one of the back 2 that is in the middle.
It goes. Just read that last sentence.
Face down, not in the middle, on the back row.
At the start of the game.
It just says when you place. We don't know when we're doing that or why we're doing that yet. They don't affect whether a square is occupied or empty. A square can only contain 1 quest at a time. And if an opponent has to place a quest but has no available squares, the ability does nothing. If you're not a quest in the quest deck, the ability also does nothing.
Right.
So if you can't place them, you can't do them. When a fighter you control moves or relocates into a square containing a quest you control, your opponent must reveal that quest. When a quest is revealed, resolve its ability. If it does something cool, great. It likely won't though, so don't be too sad. So the opponent puts a random card from the quest deck face down in a non-gate square in their back row. So basically your quests are likely you're going to be going into their back row to try to get them.
Gotcha.
And then you discover them, and then
But if
there you go.
if I put a quest in your back row
Mm.
and you play something on that quest, does it just stay there?
Yeah, you have to go get it.
But when I go and get it,
Yeah.
I reveal it,
And then
and I hope it's a Book of the Dead instead of a pointless quest.
because Book of the Dead says, when revealed, choose a fighter in your graveyard and put it into any empty square.
Can you imagine getting a 3 back? Ridiculous.
Impossible.
And does an adventurer have to get to that square? Any friendly?
Anything. The adventurers bring them in. That's what it says.
That's pretty cool.
When a fighter you control, so any fighter moves.
Now remember, as I said yesterday on the tutorial,
Fighters are not soldiers.
fighters are not soldiers. Soldiers are the sword icon. Fighters are all your stuff.
All your stuff. So remember that, or you will do poorly in your first games.
Well, I'm about to demonstrate just expert level deck building for everyone out there watching. So sit back, relax, and learn how to be good at the game. Just kidding. I'm gonna do what I do when I'm new to a game and trying to deck build, which has nothing to do with reading the rules. First thing is I'm gonna find a card
that you love.
that I love,
Build around.
and I'm gonna build around it. And then we're just gonna see where that takes us. So in this case, it's the Ever King.
Hold Hold on.
Show, yeah. Testing them. What up, second
Talking to
cycle?
Justin.
Saying this game looks so sick. I just watched the intro video last night. Glad to have you around second cycle. Everking is a power 3, level 3 hero. You get 5 heroes in your deck, right? Out of 20.
Yeah, let's pull up the deck building rules. I love the deck building rules in this game. Gets me excited.
Can you pull that up?
We're going to be pulling them up
Steve-
at analog.
Steve is
Yeah.
going to pull them up.
Okay.
Because Zach is not going to read them. So deck building, you're going to choose 5 heroes, 5 tactics, and 10 basic fighters with a maximum of 1 of each trait at the 3 level, 2 of each trait at the 2 level, and 2 of each trait at the 1 level. So you get 2 3s, 4 2s, 4 1s. Which
Okay.
you only have certain
8
copies.
So 10 total cards. 4 4 2.
Basically means your choices are your tactics, your heroes, and your level 3s.
Yeah.
And you probably do
And then
some
you can
jazz,
do
but-
one of your 2s and 1s. So you can have 2 brutes or 2.
Well, if you have 4 level 2s, you couldn't have 2 brutes and 2 warriors
you could.
or soldiers.
You could. If you want to let them run away with the game, if they have the one type that you don't have.
But your level 3s could be the other.
They could.
So, we're going to get...
I'm not saying.
There are choices there. We'll come back to it. So, Everking has a decree. All fighters become level 1s when attacking or being attacked until your next turn. This power may still be modified by other effects. So, Everking deck, to me, is I want to have bodies that are level 1s, play this guy, take your 3 down to a level 1, and be able to trade a 1 for a 3. And if I can do that
Once.
in a game, got it.
Steven says this all the time. What's the name of the kind of card that you put in your deck that you get obsessed about making sure it happens and lose the game because of it?
I believe that's just standard deck building for me. I don't know.
It's just a Tuesday.
Yeah, but every time. Build around, combo wombo.
All right, so my
Zach
first...
doesn't know. He doesn't do that.
No idea. No, I just win. That's the goal.
He's like the DJ Khaled of gaming. Is he the all I do is win guy? No, what is that? Is that Khaled?
Oh, I couldn't tell
All
you.
I do is win, win.
Is it? I didn't think it was
Oh.
him.
And I say that. Is that Pitbull? Who is that?
Not Pitbull. Please,
Little
anyone
John?
but Pitbull.
Little John.
Is it?
Yeah. Right?
You're...
Jonathan, can you give me a fact check on that?
I'll find it for you.
So
All I do is win. Who's that by?
I'm going to go
That's
through
producer.
and pull out all the heroes because you get 5 heroes.
And that's really the deck.
That's the build around.
That's what
It
combos
is.
are.
DJ, it's All I Do Is Win, DJ Khaled, featuring T-Pain, Ludacris, Snoop Dogg, and Rick Ross.
Oh, I had to. I mean,
You couldn't have been wrong. You could have said all of
I
them.
know, yeah, you could.
He literally couldn't
It'd be
miss.
hard to guess wrong on that song. T-Pain's great. You seen his Tiny Desk where he's just singing?
Mm-mm.
Oh, Zach.
I haven't lived. I know.
The originator of the autotune is a better singer than most anyone who doesn't use autotune.
So he's also generous. He was doing it for other people.
He's like better than like Celine Dion. Like he's like
No.
a great vocalist. That's pretty hot take. But it is.
Oh man,
It's real good, man. Like it's beyond.
Yeah,
good. You're not ready for it.
I'm almost as not ready as you claiming he can sing better than Celine Dion, but I'm willing to go along with it.
I wouldn't.
So when we're choosing heroes, real quick, we get 5 of them, but they can't all be level 3, right? What was the restriction on that?
Is that
No,
what you
I-
answered this one as well?
Actually, I think they can. Hold on.
QL Crane, is this a living card game?
Yes,
No.
effectively yes, though it is, but I don't know.
So
it's alive.
Here it lands somewhere between a board game with expansions and a living card game. So indie publisher, first game they're releasing. The intent is if things go well, 1 or 2 expansions a year, probably time the same, kind of like Earthborn doing the second round Kickstarter for expansions.
You might be thinking to yourself, well, is Arkham a living card game and it has 2 expansions a year? And
Yeah. Now, living card game is a trademark term owned by Fantasy Flight Games, owned by Asmodee, owned by Embracer. And I don't know who the third party is anymore.
XY.
Yeah, anyways, et cetera. So it's not in terms of
printing it on the
there's
box.
going to be a bunch, like most LCGs in the past had more routine releases than this. The deck building is way more restricted than in a lot of these other games. And it's just a very different.
It's not very, very different.
It's
Cards
different.
are square for one.
Yeah. So it's somewhere in there. It's an expandable, non-collectible card game.
Yeah. If FFG had released this in 2015 as an LCG with a little Aroxy expansion pack every couple months or something, Yeah, I mean it's that. You get new cards every once in a while. You don't have to do rarities and stuff, and you get to play a TCG without the money.
Without the money.
Because it's really a TCG. I mean, it's TCG. TCG mechanically, what we've come up from with Magic and all the rest, where you put your deck together, you try to get your cards to create synergies that overwhelm your opponent, and then you win the game. You know, mechanics, etc. 1 level 3 hero, 2 2s, and 2 1s necessary.
Oh.
1 2 2.
So you get 1 level 3.
Yeah.
So if I'm playing the Ever King,
So you got to choose your
he
light.
disappeared. Where'd he
Champion.
go?
Zach, we have some thoughts in the chat about Ladies in Waiting and Privy Council via the expansions to help support the Ever King, so I'll be pulling those up.
Okay, great. So I don't need to look at other level 3s because Ever King is my...
Yeah, that's kind of
My
your
dude.
call. Yeah.
I will also say I'm now 100% sure that the copy of the core set we are engaging with was the early test copy for this reason.
What is that? Oh, the cards are different.
The
different
cards
stock.
are different. Yeah, it's
This
different
is
stock.
nicer stock, isn't
So
it?
the it'll be fine because I'm sleeving, of course. But if you notice a difference somehow on screen, even like the print, look at the coloring.
Yeah, different.
Yeah, definitely
Yep,
different.
definitely different.
Anyway,
See that Privy Council, Zach?
let's see. Privy Council level 2. Will the people ones you control have +1 attacking? Pull up the Ever King again real quick for this.
Oh no!
So now my stuff's just 2s. I don't even trade. Okay, what was the Ladies in Waiting? Let's just check that. I may have already built the deck.
They already did.
Level 1. Okay, after a friendly hero enters the battlefield,
come
it
on,
makes
guys.
actions.
You make it too easy.
So Ever King action, but then you're out of actions. What's the? I don't understand. Ladies in Waiting, unless I have ways to gain actions. Just putting that out there. All right, let's just.
Well, I don't think it. I wonder if it costs an action, because you're not spending an action to use the action ability. It's happening as a royal entrance trigger. TCGs, baby.
That would be good.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's it, right? They're LCG players. They know that their words have to be precise.
Chaotic Great echoing probably the most beautiful words you could possibly hear, which is Steven is right.
Can we get that? You want to just put that as a soundbite? Can we just get that as a short?
Van,
I'll just watch it over and over, put it on repeat, just Zach saying that.
yeah, that'll be a short scene. Van, so yesterday I ordered the core set only. Now I just went and ordered the expansions because, well, that dang Steven just had to crack them.
Dang. Look at this. This is a QVC level.
Yeah, we need a counter, thing coming
We
across
could-
the
we
screen.
could put that thing on
82
the
units
side there.
sold. Yeah.
Ooh, I could do a Bolt Beast. Whoa. Okay.
right,
Okay. These are the extras. Okay.
Let's just say,
Oh, you're with these guys, yeah.
You said they were cloth based, which is pretty
Yeah.
cool.
so I'm going to divide by level.
I think
Yeah, I love this. I love this faction.
this is.
You got to find your faction.
This is the one that Zach look like you. I don't know why, but
Yeah, I don't either, right?
It was a joke. That's why.
Oh.
You guys not
We
take a
just-
joke?
Well, we just thought it
Okay.
would be
Do
funny.
you guys not think Steven could cosplay as this guy, though?
I cosplay as anything.
that's the whole point
Pretty
of
talented
cosplay.
cosplayer.
Feel like proving it.
I actually don't. I don't even like Halloween.
I'm the same way.
Yeah, it's just like
I don't
I'm
get
just
it.
me, man. I mean,
I don't need
I'm
it.
just me.
I'm just
See,
me.
look at this level 3, the Revenant. He looks cool.
Does look cool.
It's a shame I can only play 1.
So you like the Nazgul too, right? There's something deep inside of you that is
Wrong.
wrong, problematic.
I mean, it's true of all of us, I think.
That's
I think that says more than anything. Everybody's like this, right?
The one with the hard gold.
Oh, man. There's conversations I can't reference on stream that I would love to reference right now.
I feel like Taylor's finger is like literally on the.
It is.
buy now button.
Guys, I can't be doing this. I have too many games.
All right, just do what I do in the tiny house. If you get something new, get rid of something old. If somebody's
So-
willing to buy something you're not interested in playing anymore.
buy Gudnak and say goodbye to one of your siblings. Easy.
Okay. So these, I'm going to guess they put all these together because they're good together.
No.
Like they wouldn't build the pre box deck to be bad, would they?
We've never experienced a game with bad precons, not once.
Do I have to buy 3 of these to get a full set?
I'm convinced that most designer developers are like too in the sauce. Like they've lost the perspective to build an actual functional deck. Especially as precons. Otherwise, why do they come out bad so often?
It's like, these would be fun interactions, right? It's like, no. What's fun is winning.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, it's clever. Haha, we get it. How do we win?
Did you guys didn't even give me you didn't give me 2 deck builds like you did in the core set. Well, thanks a lot.
Well, by the time you're buying expansions, they probably are figuring.
Yeah, they're taking the Band-Aid off, aren't they?
You got it figured out.
Okay, let me read about attachments. You can play attachments onto the battlefield. When you play an attachment, choose target fighter in the back row and put it directly underneath. We suggest offsetting it to the art show, but who are we to judge? I would have done that anyway, for sure. If you control that fighter, it becomes fatigued. So putting an attachment on a fighter fatigues them.
You have attachments?
Yeah. When a fighter leaves the battlefield, any attachments leave with it. A fighter can only have 1 attachment on it. Okay. You may choose to discard an attachment so you can overwrite attachments as well. Okay, that's easy.
Appreciate the comment, Lars.
So you just put attachments.
I just saw
on
you
stuff.
appreciate his comment live.
Use the
Taylor.
extra on any number of fighters you control with an attachment, ignoring fatigue. Oh, God.
Saying the worst part, Steven, is that I was looking at my Calyx and I was thinking of what games to get rid of because I wasn't feeling joy from all of them.
There you go. Yeah, Marie Kondo, that thing.
Yeah. But do you see this box and does it spark joy?
Maybe you turn it upside down.
You mean right side up? Who did this?
Oh, man.
I don't know. I'm supposed to read all these on stream? Whew. And they gave me a head start. 3 of my 5 heroes got picked. Good luck, Steven.
Can you answer this second cycle question? I don't have enough knowledge, but I know you're a font of knowledge, Zach.
Especially very specific knowledge. The expansion is more expensive than the core games. Does it come with much more? I think I don't know the card counts and stuff, but I think it's the inverse of the core set is the entry point, and so trying to make that easier and more affordable for people to try. And then the expansions, you see this a lot of times in like an LCG where the core set is, maybe it is an LCG. The core set is price per card way more efficient than like the expansions. And
A lot of times you lose money on it.
yeah, or you're like barely breaking even or whatever. And, you know, unlike an LCG, the core design of the game has to get factored in somewhere. It takes a lot of time, energy, and money to actually do. And the card template and the stuff you get to reuse, right? Because by the time you're on your 40th Marvel Champions expansion, the time it took to develop that game system gets spread across all that stuff. But anywho, so the core set's probably just a little more cheap, more cost-effective per card than the expansions, but it's loosely in line.
Can you tell me one of the attachments you're looking at, Steven, since we were talking about that?
Lightning Bolt. It's sick. It's awesome.
Oh, cool.
I have questions.
Oh, they get like magic scrolls.
I mean, this is like right on my eyes, all the movement stuff and stuff.
So
Yeah, they get attachments like that.
if something is not fatigued when it is deployed, does it still takes one of your actions, right?
Yes, but then it can do another action.
Yeah, I can deploy and do something.
Yeah. And if it had an ability like Resurrection, the first time this fighter is destroyed, put it in your hand instead of your graveyard.
What's the name of that?
A Death Knight. That would the first time it's destroyed, period, right? Not per turn.
That's right. Yeah,
You gotta remember. The card remembers.
Well, I will remember.
Yeah, we will just agree that the card remembers.
If we can't remember one of 20 cards being destroyed once already, then we have no business.
Well, it's a
playing.
hero, so you can only have one in your deck anyway.
There you go.
Second cycle, thanks for the clear explanation. I'm brand new to the LCG card scene. If I buy into it, this, only done TCGs and board games so far. That's awesome. That
You're going to love it.
Yeah, I think if you're only used to TCGs, this is just this would be a total breath of fresh air in terms of expectations. Like, again, we're maybe talking about one or two of that size expansion per year at this point. So it should just be very easy to keep up with, and on a total cost, but also even price per card standpoint, LCGs are almost always more cost effective. Like, you know, in having a play set of a traditional LCG for $15 a month is you spend $200 a year. Most people spend more than $200 every time a set comes out for a collectible game. So it's a very different form factor. But this would be an amazing first experience into the non-collectible expandable game.
Yeah, and I think one thing that I appreciate more and more is that the LCG model versus the TCG model is much more likely to bring a wider audience in with it. Like Tony talked about this in his interview that we did with him at SorceryCon, which I don't even know if you remember saying, but of course I do. But about how there were people in his group who, as soon as it was like an expandable game, as soon as it was a TCG, as soon as it was like a random hunt for cards, they were out.
Yeah.
And so this allows, you can just play the core set as a board game. If you like run out of things to do, you can buy the expansions. Yeah. It's a really nice way to get people in.
It also, because it has a physical board as well, it presents as a board game.
Yeah.
So if you have a board game group, I definitely know board gamers that won't touch card games.
Right.
But it's a nice middle ground.
This definitely grounds it, I think, really very in a cool way.
Wait a minute.
What?
Steven's on some stuff over here, Zach. You're gonna have to really come to play.
Yeah, well, so I'm trying to get
I'm gonna build this poorly.
I'm trying to get my deck built faster than Steven, so I can go get the beer.
Oh, beer
me.
So, Time Warp. That's an interesting card. It's an attachment, right?
Time Warp.
Time Warp.
Okay.
So it's an attachment that says costs 2 actions to play it. You gain 2 additional actions in your next action phase. But it stays on the board. So then the next action phase you get 4 actions. And then I believe that continues to happen. Am I wrong?
Oh. Time Warp is a regular tactic.
You're doing weird stuff over there.
So your attachments, you can tell by the way where their art is.
You can tell.
It's the art that tells me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because the attachments stick out of the side and the constructs stick out of the bottom.
That explains a lot.
Can you pull up this Donald Kelly question? I want to answer that before I get lost.
I was like, is that a card?
Donald's saying, if I'm a 1 box per year sorcery player, how does that matchup cost?
Oh, that's a really good question.
So the 2 expansion bundle we have, how much is the 2 expansion bundle? It's a test. I'm just trying to get Steven off.
2 expansions are what?
Of this, the bundle.
80. The expansions, yeah.
So I would expect 80 to 100 is the most you would spend per year if they keep with the once a year release vector. But they're planning to do a crowdfunding campaign some point next year for the expansion. Naturally, those just take longer. I don't know what their timeline looks like, and this is the initial release and whatnot. So, but at most, that's what I would assume you would need to spend to have a full play set. That's one of the differences, right? Like if you're buying 1 box of sorcery, you'll get a lot of cards, but you're not going to have a play set. Whereas in this case, that's the beauty of the LCG. You will. Not that this is a legally distinct difference between this and LCG. Dude, check this out. So on my EverKing, there's so many good options. So Privy Council was recommended by the chat. But EverKing's ability to taking everything down to a 1. So I was looking for cards that can take advantage of that. Look at Bone Giant. He has this extra large ability. It says this fighter cannot have its power reduced. I assume cannot beats can.
Right.
So EverKing comes out, everything's a level 1 except him, he's a 2. So he can go cracking skulls. He also has a stomp. After he moves, he can destroy a target adjacent level 1 or construct. So if EverKing makes everything a 1, he just moves and kills things next to him. So that's pretty appealing. Then we also have the Necromancer, another card. Raise Dead. Deploy a target 1 from your graveyard to an empty square except an opponent's gate. So again, body is on the table with that ability of the EverKing is really powerful. Just be able to get a level 1. If everything's going to be a 1, I'm just basically trading a 0 card for a card. But the Bone Giant's still winning. Then Dominating Wraith is the last one. That really sticks out for me. And he has possession. Deploy this fighter on top of any fighter that isn't in an opponent's gates, regardless of owner, trade, or position. And you can move this fighter without the rest of its stack at any point. So that's just a fun. I think that's just a generically good card. But I'm gonna go with Bone Giant. That's my other level 2.
Important for you to know, you have to read the card. It only turns them into 1s while they're attacking or being attacked. But the Bone Giant is... oops, sorry. That's the one I was trying not to pull up.
But isn't one of the action... I guess an attack is not a move. Right?
Right. Oh, move is not an attack.
Like you move after successfully attacking, but
That's
it's
right.
not considered a move.
That's right. Yeah, that's sorcery thinking. So close.
It's still his extra large ability is still very good with the Ever King.
Yes, it is.
But we'll put Necromancer. I'm just gonna go with the Bone Giant. We'll see how it plays. Then now I have to go read a bunch of level ones. Any other questions while I do this?
Taylor asking how it compares to Summoner Wars. I don't know if we have an answer to that.
I love this deck building. This is way deeper than Summoner Wars on a deck building, and as far it's like it goes up one weight class in terms of the mechanics and the interactions that are happening on the table. 100%.
To me,
I haven't played the new one though. I haven't played the old one.
Yeah, the second edition.
I don't know, second edition.
To me, the main comparison, like there's a positional element to the game, and there are some similarities, but I feel like this took out so much of the weight of Summoner Wars in actual execution. So Summoner Wars, you're rolling dice, right, and you're checking, you have health totals and whatnot. I could be getting this wrong, but there's more going on, and it adds a weight. And Summoner Wars is great. That's one of those classic early Covenant 1.0 local space games. But this is definitely, like, to me, faster, snappier, and just more, what's the right word for it? Streamline's not it, or refined. I think it's just like, it's simpler, but also offering a comparative amount of depth more for the complexity it brings to the table. So it's almost like per pound, there's more depth with less weight.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah. I think I got another question. We talked about a little bit about it earlier, but I think it's important just to hit the people up who are talking about it.
Clayton, is Covenant the only retailer for this game? Watched your video, got interested, and was looking to buy in Canada, but it seems you're the only place to buy. Currently, that seems to be true. So they did a Kickstarter, and then we're the only place to get it. Of course, we're in the United States, but indie publishers, smaller games, smaller print run, international distribution is very difficult for indie publishers. So you'd have to ask them if they have any plans in the international space, as it were. But I wouldn't be surprised if this is the only way you can get it, or through their Kickstarter. But either way, it's going to be coming from the States.
User, you may relocate target other party control to the square it left.
I think that's right. Boy, Joe.
Gains this ability and may use it. Oh, that's just insane.
What are you looking at?
What are they up to? Mammoth Caravan?
Ooh.
You know what? Another angle here. If I do have ladies on waiting in, after from the hero enters the battlefield, it may use its action ability, ignoring fatigue. So that's a free action. Heroes like Necromancer that have an action on them to use are very valuable compared to like the Bone Giant. So we're going to go back to Necromancer as my level 2 choice for that reason.
You guys want to see something absolutely sick I saw last night when I was putting in the cards?
Yes.
Look at this from the Sun guys.
Artillerist.
Mm-hmm.
If it's adjacent to opponent's unoccupied gates, that opponent is sieged. Get out of here. Get out of here, man.
He's a big boy.
I couldn't believe it.
Okay. Your choice until your next turn. Okay. Oh, man, there's a lot of good things here, man.
Look at this Veiled Queen.
Okay. I'm out on this. I'm in on this.
The Dread Harvester? Look at this art.
There's 2 screws. Okay, see, this feels important.
Good.
I like that.
Good indeed.
Yeah, second cycle agreeing.
Okay. We got 4 attachments. I like having that many attachments. This seems good.
What?
It's really nice. You can just lay out all the 1 heroes, all the 2 heroes, all the 3 heroes, and then just make your swaps.
How?
Call it a day.
Okay, I have a design question, Timony, and I know you're out there. So Echoing Spectre is a level 1 hero soldier with an ability Reverberate. Deploy a target level 1 from your graveyard to any adjacent empty square. Okay. We also have the Undead Horde. As a Legion ability, put all basic level 1s from the graveyard underneath this fighter. So you just get them all. They're in a stack. Deployed instantaneously. But I guess that's basics versus non-basic. Echoing Spectre can get non-basics back once a turn. The Undead Horde once a turn can get all basics underneath it. And it's underneath, so he would have to go away in order to be able to repeat this ability, basically. So I guess these two together would be pretty good. Okay. I figured I answered my own question. I read the cards. I know everyone out there is proud.
Hey, this is really cool. Look at Death Leaper. First of all, the art's great. It's just excellent. So good. But then second, after you defend with the fighter, you may deploy it into your gates. So if you discard it from hand to clear your stronghold, to clear your gates, using the defend ability where you discard from hand if you're in my stuff, I clear your thing, and then it can immediately get deployed into my gates instead of being discarded. And then I can take an action to put it into my hand and then use it to defend again and put it. But, I mean, I don't plan on getting siege, so I don't know what the point of it is.
Not now, not never.
Spider means
yeah, don't tell Steven.
The fighter controls the square to the left.
Terrence saying, so all the cards are reverse type. Normally that can be pretty hard to read, but the text looks pretty legible. Yeah.
Oh, like white on black?
Yeah,
it's very legible.
These old eyes can read it, seemingly. Although I don't spend too much time reading, so don't trust me.
I think I'm just going to play kind of standard beef here. That seems like the right idea. No.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
So these are my non...
I like this. I like this very much.
Yeah, how is this deck building experience going for you? I'm just ignoring everything.
It's easier. It's like really fun because it's clean swaps rather than trying to think about the entirety of the engine.
Yeah. There is some of that with the heroes. Have you made it through your heroes yet?
Yes, I just got done with my heroes. And honestly, there's not a lot of like clear... It's just like tricks. It's like playing blue in that other game.
We get 2 level 3s, right?
No.
2 level 3.
Yes, normies? Yes.
Normal guys.
Yeah.
Okay, let's just go with the art that we like. Like you and you. Okay. And then we get 4 level 2s, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I've got 2 of each type here. I see. Little chicken and egg situation. I could just make your life hard.
I'm going to call that good.
Let's just do this.
Here's another one. Since you're going to be answering questions today, Zach. Here you go.
Oh my guy. Jeremy Delaporte. So you only change 5 cards, or I'm misunderstanding. So you can change a lot of cards. So basically you have 5 heroes. Like bring up the Ever King. It's got the little Sauron looking icon on it. And inside the heroes you choose 1 level 3. So it's limiting in that you can only pick 1 of the 3s.
So you lay out all your level 3s, you're like, that one.
And then you get 2 level 2s, so bring up like Privy Council. So you look at all your 2s and you're choosing 2 level 2s with the hero icon. Again, it's restricted. And then the same thing for your heroes level 1s, like Ladies in Waiting is a good example of this. So that's 5 cards. And these are the heroes that actually have like text and abilities that are notable and unique. And I think these are the most critical choices you're going to make. Then 10 of your cards are the basic kind. So bring up like the Amalgam Brute. So there's 3 different types of fighters. There's soldiers, there's hunters, and there's brutes. And each of them is +1 power against a different one of them, and it's a circle, right? Scissors, paper, rock sort of scenario. But you basically get to choose 2 level 3s. So if one of those you're not choosing, I'm choosing 2 different types to have level 3, but they all have the same like ability. So you're kind of making a choice, but not fully. Then you choose 4 level 2s, and you technically have 2 of each of the 3 different types. There's 6 cards. So you could go 1, 1, 1, and then a second of, 1 of the 3, or you could go 2 and 2 as a, make a gamble, make a bet. Or in my case, right, my goal is to have the Ever King. So I want to bring everything down to 1. So it may be less relevant, or you might have bonuses for brutes or soldiers specifically built in. So maybe you want to play more of those kind of things. And then you get 4 level 1s in the same fashion, which is you have 2, 2, and 2, and you just get to make a choice. How do you want to play that? So I'm trying to be clever. Don't tell Steven. And we're gonna go here. And that is going to be 15 cards. So we made choices. We got there.
I
But
got there too.
you get a 20 card deck. So the last choice you have are you already done?
Yeah.
You're going to be the beer man today. I got beat.
I'm the beer man.
I was talking too much. So then you choose 5 different tactic cards. And these are like actions. They don't, stay on the table and stuff. Like a good example is this top one, Persuasion. You'll see on the top left, it has a 1, which is how many actions of your 2 actions per turn it takes to play it. Has an effect, reveal target opponent's hand and choose a fighter. That opponent must use their next action to deploy that fighter if possible. So play it, it resolves, take my next action. But you get 5 of those. So I need to read through this stack of cards and pick. And then I will have a deck vote.
Okay, so I've got Soldier, Brute, Hunter, Soldier. So I've got 2 Soldier attachments that are better on Soldiers. Which means what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through here, and when I'm picking my 3s, I'm going to make sure to get a Soldier. And then I also really like the Brute ability. So I'm going to take a Brute. And then I've got 4 level 2s. So we're going to go 2 Soldiers, Brute, Hunter. And then over my level 1s, we're going to go... I'm going to start here. 2 Soldiers,
I got some attachments
Brute,
over here.
Hunter.
And some...
Better watch out.
I discovered what you discovered. Attachments go to the right, and the things I'll never play go to the bottom. Siege engines.
Constructs.
Constructs. We'll read those in a second. I don't understand.
Relocate the fighter to an empty square. Relocate each square 2 squares away. That's pretty good too. I definitely want Soldiers. All right, I'm gonna get a little. I need a better spread. I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna play these abilities. I'm gonna play these abilities. I'm gonna get Brutes and Hunters. Oh mio mio. Then actually,
Okay.
I want
I'm
my
gonna read
Hunter
this.
3. For that
Second cycle. Have you
ability.
guys tried the multiplayer yet? I've not.
3. I've not. Destroy target once per turn. Use this. So, you know what? Actually, I'm changing my mind about everything.
Uh-oh.
Adjacent fighter 1 square with the rest of it.
Zach, you may yet win the beer man race.
Yeah, we're not done yet.
I'm going to swap. And then I really want... I'm looking at my attachment abilities. I really want my Hunters to be high level. So let's do that. Because they have a relocation ability that would make them annoying if they got in the right spot.
Card's good.
And then I want my Firebolt people to be level 1, which is my Soldiers. So I want to make sure I have 2 level 1 Soldiers. Okay. And then I also need these to be Soldiers. That's good so far. And then we'll do some Brutes here.
Wait a second. Wait a second.
Boom, boom.
We've
boom,
made
boom,
boom.
boom.
A disastrous error.
What's up? Oh, we forgot the neutrals. Yeah, we don't need. I'm not.
I don't know if I can
neutrals.
do this
I'm not
right
doing
now.
The neutrals. Get them out of here.
I was too close. But look, it's a halfling chef. How can we deny it?
Halfling Chef is one I'm very confused about. Let me bring that up.
What's it say?
Potluck. At the start of your turn, choose a type of action. Until the start of your next turn, the first time each player uses that type of action, reduce its cost by 1. So you choose draw a card, and until the start of your next turn, the first time each player takes the draw a card action, it doesn't cost them an action.
Or the move action, or the deploy action.
Whatever you
or
want it to
whatever.
be.
Like if your opponent's back rows are full, and then you choose deploy, and now they can't
My
deploy because they're noobs.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna read what these do, but like these are the most fun. This is the funniest cards. We have the Halfling Chef. We have the Tranquil Barbarian. Look at this guy.
As I remember from reading the core set ones, they answer very specific problems that your opponent might be doing.
The Botched Healer. I'm just saying, it's very funny. The Rusty Knight. I mean, look at this guy. He's a level 3 hero adventurer.
Oh, and these are quests. I kind of like the idea of quests.
Yeah, we need to get into that later.
Hold on, maybe I'll get into that now.
All right, here you go. You can read at your own peril.
Read it and weep.
Yes.
Now you go get the beer.
Beer me? Yeah, beer me. Beer 30.
Fighters you control can increase their power when attacking. Oh, that's not good. I have a thing that does that. These are freaking fun. He's right. He's right. Okay, we're not going to do quests. We're going to keep it cool. Let the neutrals play. So I'll go over my strategy here. If you want to top down,
Yes,
Jonathan, I'll tell you what we've got. So the main thing, I've got these attachment cards. All the bolts, which, do you understand how genius it is that it's ice bolt, earth bolt, fire bolt, etc., and it's a bolt of fabric?
They were hoping that you would appreciate that.
It's so genius, right? I used to collect these in World of Warcraft to get mounts. Frostweave cloth or whatever that was. Neverweave? What was that called? Ironweave cloth? I can't remember.
Unfortunately, we don't have any hands.
Okay, that's all right. We'll have to get a tall
John, are you
supply.
in?
Nope.
Relocate this fighter. No, only gluten-free at this point.
Tulsa flag is gluten free.
It's just not at all true.
For
He's
real?
like,
Is rum gluten free?
Yeah,
You want some rum?
it's certainly more gluten-free.
No,
I want some rum. I want to try that rum.
All right, we'll try the rum first. I was gifted this. It felt Gudnacky to me. Can you go full screen? Look at this. Doesn't that feel? I don't know. Something about the X made me feel Gudnacky. You know what I mean?
Not really, no.
This is Bumbo XO.
Is it because upside down an X is still an X?
Yeah, I would.
You just dump it out.
I was going to.
You almost got him. Hey, can you check the time real quick?
Oh,
Tiny bit, man.
Man.
Tiny bit.
Yeah, just a bit.
I'm not looking to.
Tell me when.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good. That's good.
He just wants to taste it.
Yeah, I just want a little taster.
I just want to taste it.
It's a school day, man.
Well, cheers to Gudnak. And
Cheers to
launching. Cheers to all you
Cheers
being
to
here.
launching. Cheers to Tim and Ian and all of our friends and everybody who's purchased this game.
Oh yeah.
Do you even like rum? You're not really. You've never not really a drinker.
I do like rum. My least favorite booze is probably gin.
Really, over tequila. Usually it's tequila or mezcal.
I didn't like tequila for a while, but then eventually, particularly mezcal, actually grew on me.
Wow.
And then I don't know, rum's pretty high because rum also goes
That's very good.
with things, you know.
That's very good.
That. Anywho,
Okay, here's my deck. We play the lightning
I
bolt.
have cold beers when we're ready for that.
We play the. I'm ready. We can pour them.
Here, I'm not ready. I
You
have
play
to
the
sip
lightning
on this.
bolt.
I'll be right back.
The basic ability is that then the thing you play it on gets relocate this fighter to an empty square up to 2 squares away. So you're always threatening the ability to use the action to stick yourself into their gates or in a really annoying spot, block off some of their deploy zones, that kind of thing. Now, if you're playing a hunter, when you attach it to a hunter, you can immediately use the lightning bolt. So
okay.
every one of these bolts has a different trait that it targets that can use it immediately. So my thinking is, if I'm going to be sending stuff across the board, I want it to be my best, strongest stuff. So then in my deck, I wanted to make sure that I had at least one level 3 hunter that goes with that. And then I maxed out my level 2 hunters as well.
What's the first name on those hunters?
Various Horn Tusk. So this is my surprise package. Then we've got the Earth Bolt, and its ability is relocate target adjacent fighter 1 square without the rest of its stack.
Oh, cool.
So that means, you can use the ability to move something off of a stack and then attack the thing that was under it, or you can now attack the kind of solo thing and move into that square where you otherwise couldn't. So you can toss their stuff and hopefully make good trades. So I wanted to keep this pretty solid on the board. So I went with a Brute at 3, and then the rest of them, the Brutes at 1, because these are going to be my little minions with the Earth Bolt. I'm going to move around. Then we got Ice Bolt. That is target fighter loses a trait until your next turn. And I'm actually putting these on my soldiers. So I've got a bunch of these. I've got my 2s and 1s here.
Danny, good night. He nailed it. These factions are pretty neato.
They're so neat. It's nuts. And then Firebolt also is great. So it's an action destroy target 1 or 2 that is adjacent and not in a stack. So that's a good ability. That's just a general annoyance, good trade ability. And I figure since I just need to kill 1s and 2s, it doesn't matter the strength of my units. I can put these abilities on my weakest stuff so that I don't have to waste time making my big stuff not attack and instead use a Firebolt ability. And then we have Thread the Needle, which is kind of the coup de grace here. Each fighter with an attachment may consider each square that is 2 squares away as adjacent. So that means Firebolts go further, the Earth Bolt can do weirder stuff, Lightning Bolt does its thing. You get the idea. So it's a pretty straight up bolt package, just kind of fundies. And then on the hero side of my game plan here, this is really just kind of a beef package in a lot of ways. So Bolt Bender on 3, I can put an attachment from hand onto this fighter, so one of my bolts. If it has an attachment already, you can swap it instead. So I can swap in and out the attachments. And then you can use the action on the attachment and you don't fatigue when that happens. So this is really important. So Bolt Bender can like throw in the Earth Bolt, flip a guy off of a stack, and immediately attack into it. Does that make sense?
Dude, I didn't know that there were elementalists.
They're incredible.
I didn't hear a single word you said because I was just looking at the art.
And also for general reasons.
And because I never listen to what you're saying.
So then...
Dude, can I... Hold on. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I have to say...
That's all right.
As far as sleeves with something on the back of them, especially in a square shape, these are... Feel this.
But that's
Shuffle
also
it.
like the smallest category of thing ever.
But like...
Sleeves of this shape with a logo on
Well, even
them?
without the shape. There's art sleeves to me. The only ones that have been actually genuinely good, in my experience, have been the Dragon Shield mat with art on them.
Yes, the FFG ones were not good.
No. But this is really smooth.
They're
and like
really
the edges
smooth.
are not like thick
Very
and frayed or feel like they're coming apart.
I remember in our Discord they said they took a lot of pride in the sleeve quality.
I'm impressed.
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice. Those FFG ones were about twice as long as a card.
And they were unshuffleable.
That's probably why.
And they would just like start tearing apart. Anyways, no shade.
My second is Fist of Fabric, my level 2. He's a soldier. And that means I can play instant Firebolts, which is notable for this guy.
What's that guy's name again?
Fist of Fabric. May target fighters or squares that are 4 or less squares away with actions. So a scroll on this one goes further because you got the Fist of Fabric extending the effect. And then we have, Zach's going to love this, and the Bolt Golem. You may deploy it to an unoccupied square adjacent to an attachment you control. Put that attachment on this fighter. You may use its ability. So we're going to be passing these scrolls around. It's going to be crazy. And now, on my level 1 slots, this is truly just the Arby's of deck building. So Bolt Bearer, if you put an attachment on an adjacent fighter, so I put an attachment next to my thing, swap this with Bolt Beast, well, hello, my level 1 hero turns into a level 3.
Wait a second. That's got an X on it. That's a level 3 token.
At the end of your turn, if this fighter is not adjacent to an attachment, swap it with Bolt Bearer and it comes back in as just a little bolt. So Bolt Bearer turns into Bolt Beast over and over again. It's the coolest game ever. And then lastly, Threadbare, another surprise 3. If you have fewer cards in hand, it's +2 when attacking and +1 when being attacked.
So you search through your cards and we're like, how many of these can become 3s?
That's right.
You know, it's funny. It's funny. And it makes sense because the 3s are so critical in this game, right? But it's funny, the lore theme mechanic draw of both of us. Your thinking was find as many cards that could be 3s and ways to make them 3s.
Yes.
Mine was immediately drawn to the card that made everyone's everything 1s.
Yes. That's because I enjoy fun and you enjoy pain. That's the biggest difference between us. That's how we make a great company together.
What's the philosophical or religious belief life is suffering?
Nihilism is kind of that, but it's not even that.
No, it's not nihilism.
It's not nihilism.
I'm thinking of Buddhism.
You're thinking of Hobbes.
What is Buddhism?
That's just Hobbes. Life is nasty,
Suffering?
brutish, and short.
One of them's life
Calvinists.
is suffering, right?
It's Buddhism. It's
I mean,
it's
yeah.
an idea of Buddhism.
Yeah. So maybe I'm just a Buddhist.
That is basically the beginning and end of the message of Buddhism. Life is suffering, period. Enjoy the religion.
Yeah. Enjoy
And there's nothing to be done.
Yeah. Except for enjoy the suffering because it never ends.
That's basically the what is that? The Zach Sutra?
Yeah, Alexi had me. Buddhism. I just want to make sure everyone has a fair share of pain and suffering.
That is the opening premise of Buddhism, yes.
Yeah.
But it is hardly where it ends.
An entire philosophical / religious belief is not boiled down to a single sentence.
I'll bet there is a philosophy that's just life is suffering, period.
I'm sure. Many people
Pascal
live by that
probably
maxim.
have a lot to say about that.
Are you ready to get Gudnak? Can you beer me?
Yeah.
I'm so...
Hey, can you sleeve these bad boys up?
Yeah, I can. The
Did you love those sleeves so much?
deck building is always where a game. How many cards is this?
Is it too many?
That's my secret.
21? Are you supposed to have 21? Oh, some of these are side gigs, eh?
I don't think so.
These are all in the deck? 1, 2.
Well, they shouldn't be, obviously. One too many.
Oh, I know what it is. Where is that? Let me find the token.
Is there a token? No, the token's over here.
Bolt Beast.
I got Bolt Beast over here. So there's one too many in that stack. Here you
Oh,
go.
no.
Here's the Steena.
Yeah.
You got a coaster? How close can we get it to the laptop? Really is the question.
Just
oh, and on a half coaster.
Yeah. On like a half. Yeah. I like to live dangerously, Steven. I need to feel alive. Anyways, there's too many cards in that stack, I think.
Okay, how many heroes we got?
I knew by 1. There's 21 cards, and I could just feel that it was wrong.
Oh, here it is. We've got 2 3s in. I tried.
Andrew T. Harrison, let me just say, as a guy listening to this while I'm at work, I would kill for a taste of rum to get through my workday. Well, it's not quite the same as a taste of rum, but hopefully the sound of our lovely voices can help you through your workday.
It's 2-4-4 on the basics, yeah? 2-4-4 on the basics.
2-4-4.
2, 4, 4, 5 tactics, and 5 heroes.
Is it 20 cards?
Well, let's add them up. 2 and 4 and 4 is 10, and 5 and 5 is 10.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 20. What happened?
Did we David Blaine it?
I don't know, man.
Check your shoe.
Yeah, that 21st card is in the monitor.
Someone at home just got a Gudnak card delivered right to him.
Does it seem dark?
Yeah.
Space.
It's about to not seem dark.
1,
Oh, it's really dark.
2,
That's a good beer.
3. From Tulsa. 4.
What's up, Corlash?
5.
Good to see you at Sorcery Con. Hey, and GudCon is a real thing, right?
Yeah, that's what they said anyway.
That's really cool. Hey, you got top down, John. I'll center that a little bit better.
See what I mean about like how good it looks on camera?
It does look good on camera.
9. Oh god.
Oh, I'm gonna be here forever. Did we? Honestly, this could be the whole channel. Just centering things on camera.
A little bit of sleeve ASMR.
Sleeves and centering, dude. We've already done it. Let's monetize that
Oh, it's one off. Look at that.
That's about as good as I think can get it
I think that's beautiful.
without losing my mind.
Let's just check.
Because the camera's at an angle, so I can't get that perfectly straight scene there. This is not. We don't. Yeah, that's better. Okie dokie. And then I need. Where's my cardboard? There it is. Hey, look at this. Action. Move your stronghold to an empty square in your back row. Flip your stronghold over. Living stronghold.
What?
2 power. On the move.
I've been robbed.
Zach checks his stronghold. Nothing. During your
I have a
action
stronghold,
phase,
but I have a beer.
while this fighter is not fatigued, squares adjacent to it are considered your gates.
Wait, is that just a stronghold?
If this fighter is
Oh, that's
destroyed,
the-
you lose the game.
What's the name of it?
It's called Living Stronghold.
Oh, okay.
Which one does I start with? I'm sure those will tell me, right?
Justin is saying that winter mat looks great. I did not order it, but it looks good. Brick's saying I love that snow mat. I'm a huge fan of snow themed in games. Like clearly I'm playing the Ever King. This makes sense. Actually, it's all lining up. But when I was a kid, back with the original PlayStation, we had Madden, I don't know, 96 or something. I was always very into turning the weather on max. It's like how much
me
rain or
too.
snow can you get in this
Yeah,
field? And let's
yeah.
make it just difficult.
Oh.
How cool is that? Looks awesome.
Okay, so this says move your stronghold to an empty square in your back row. Flip your stronghold over. So I'm guessing there's these.
No, this is your background.
Right.
It like moves up as a thing.
Here.
But then what happens?
Then you flip it over. And then it says during your action phase, while this fighter is not fatigued, Squares adjacent to it are considered your gates. Which does it's relevant to some of the abilities that I did not include. But I don't think it matters for deployment because this is still your back row, right? Or is back row defined as the squares next to your gates?
I don't think it is. I think it's just your back row.
I don't think it is.
But I think me sieging you would be either of the spots.
That's right. And then it's only during my action phase though. But would it be it wouldn't be during my action phase that this would be true.
The circular icon is just always on.
But it says literally the ability during your action phase, squares adjacent are considered your gates. So it's only when I'm taking actions that these are gates. Otherwise, I reckon it's still this.
So it's a 2-strength unit.
If this fighter is destroyed, you lose the game. I don't want to even say that again.
Saying gates is also back row, and you can deploy and defend there.
Yes.
You can always deploy to the gates.
So
the random wants to know, is that living stronghold built on a lion turtle?
So if I throw it here, I can deploy
Your
here.
city is on a turtle. This is unbelievable.
No, it's a big yak.
The giant
It's like
magical
Appa.
yak.
It's Appa in Avatar Last Airbender.
A big
yak.
A greater than city-sized Appa.
Yeah, it's a big Appa. Did you shuffle these bad boys?
No. But I did sleeve them.
All right, let's get her started. Draw 5 cards. Can take a mulligan where you toss them all aside, shuffle, and redraw.
Even Steven, as is our tradition?
Yes. If it's even, I'll go first.
Odd. I'll go first.
That's right.
So we draw 5?
Draw 5, and then you get 1 action on your first turn.
Is there a
That's
mulligan?
it. Yes.
How does the rules guru remember the mulligan working?
Do you want to just replay the 60 seconds ago when I said that? What it was? Or should I just say it again? You can toss all...
You want to replay going to get the beer by yourself?
you can toss all 5, reshuffle, and then draw 5 more. Okay. You watched that tutorial yesterday?
No.
You were just chatting?
Couldn't be bothered. So I shuffle them all back in if I don't want it.
I think that's right.
One of these days we should do like a special quiz show where I just name a game and you guys tell me the mulligan rule of that game.
We could have a quiz show where you just ask rules questions. I would lose badly.
You know, like guess the card, get a card or whatever.
Yeah.
You know that format. You could
Guess
have
the
Zach guess a rule.
Get the game?
Get a beer.
Just guess a rule.
Get anything?
Or
I'm gonna mulligan.
Tell me how this rule works. If you get it right, something happens. If you get it wrong, something happens.
Yeah. If you get enough wrong, something really bad happens. No pressure.
Okay. Ooh, I like them in the little sleeves.
Can you hand me the little expansion box real quick? I'm getting back to Jeremy De Laporte. Hey, nerd and proud of it. Saying, hey guys, hope you're well. We are well. I want to just prove. What is this? It's too good of an insert. I can't get it out.
Yeah, I had to get the other one out. So just know that it's possible. Yeah.
So this is the expansion. Sleeve cards absolutely fit. Not even close. And then the height is lower than the edge, so they won't get smashed. So,
There you go.
Jeremy, there's your answer.
Store them up. Oh, these are upside down. Just kidding. It's funny. I'll do it every time. Every time.
He can't not do it.
I'll do it every time.
Wait, don't your cards go on your stronghold? And then
Yes, they do. Thank you. Kind of the point of the game. Well, so I don't even get this ability until I can read it.
Yeah.
Which would be when I'm exposed. Ooh. That's kind of fun.
Justin, the ability, I don't have an ability like that. Steven just chose a cool fashion.
And as far as Donald's questions go, I assume you can. I imagine someone's thought of it. Maybe not, though.
So I get 1 action.
That's right. I'll keep this. This is fine.
Okay. I'm going to draw a card.
Wow, cool action, bro.
Imagine playing something with your action instead. What a mistake that would be. Can you imagine if you did that on film? That's our first turn of a game. We're crazy.
I'm not listening.
Oh.
It becomes fatigued. Okay, but it doesn't say that I can't play it on something that's not fatigued. So I'm going to play it on a fatigued fighter, and I don't care. Okay.
Are you guys taking this one light and casual, or is this is there blood?
Dude,
That's how I play all
almost been
games,
light
all the
and casual. I don't know what
time,
you're talking about.
Wait, what's this card you're doing? How do you play 2 cards at once? What's happening? Is that a Wolfpack card?
It's a Wolfpack soldier.
Come
no less.
on. And it's got a good boy wolf on there. Look at him. He's so proud. I love
He
when
really is proud.
I
of
love
me.
when dogs stand like that, where they're like,
Yeah,
you know, they do the.
yeah, they're connecting to the ancient roots.
Well, now I'm sad it's in that faction though.
So this is a level 1 soldier, and then it has a firebolt attached. Text of which is I needed to draw a card too. Text of which is unimportant.
Is the way I'm seeing the screen the same way it's showing up on stream?
It should be.
Is
Why?
it flipped?
It just looks duller than it did. Like the mat itself versus the card pop is like crazy different.
Yes. Yes.
Kind of washed out.
Yes.
Yeah, we say that every time we look at
We
the
say it
overhead
every
shot.
time.
Well,
And
if
still, there's not
I
any
feel like
camera
if
or
I
something.
say it enough, eventually someone will you know
say,
take
like, hey,
have
should
a
we get
word,
better lens
core
up there or
values,
something?
et cetera. Accountability. We talked about that earlier today.
Mhm.
Passive aggression is unspoken core value here. Woo, come by it honestly. Hi, Mom. Mine? Is it my turn? Hey. Steven,
Yeah.
at the start of my turn, do I draw a card?
Yeah.
Should I have done that?
I don't know if you do it on your first turn. You're going to make me read the freaking rule book.
You were the rule guy.
I don't know the little edge case.
I bring the beer, you read the rules, everything cancels out.
Beginning of the game. Draw starting hand. Determine active player.
Did that.
Start phase. Resolve, etc. Yeah, you still draw a card.
So I should have an extra card in my hand.
Yes, that's right.
So 3, 4, 5. Card. I drew a card, and then this turn I start to draw a card, and I get 2 actions.
Yeah.
Okay.
How do you win the game, somebody asks? Once your deck runs out, your stronghold is revealed, and then your opponent has to put a fighter at the start of your turn. They have to have a unit there, and you lose.
How many cards are in your hand?
There are 4 cards in my hand.
Okay. And there's 2 there, so there's 14 left in your deck.
Oh, Zach the Matrix Bun over here. What are you, Rain Man?
Well, now that you said
Well,
it.
I've already got my entire game planned out now that I know you have 14
I didn't say it.
cards.
So
in
what
your
does
deck.
this guy do? Anything? He's
No.
just better against counters?
Yeah, the thing under it doesn't matter.
Oh, God.
It's a casual game. You don't have to read it. You learn by experience. Learn by experience.
There's a Zach card right there.
Yeah. You don't have to do the game.
Wow.
You just move and then
Dude.
you win.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's good.
Because I wanted to play a guy here, but then he could move here and
Well, I was hoping you wouldn't put that together.
smoke him. Just smoke him.
pretty sharp
Yeah. I too
card
could
man
read.
over there.
Hmm.
But if you don't play anything, I'm going to keep moving towards your gates.
That's fine.
Buddy.
Okay.
Rain, this is not a CCG. It is a board game. I've been calling it a card-infused living board game.
It rolls right off the tongue. Put it on the box.
Maybe 1 to 2 expansions with new factions per year. Expansions would be 40-ish bucks. And core set comes with all the main factions. And so really, it's like a $50 core set purchase, and then you can optionally expand for $40 per expansion over the next probably 5 years or until their company fails.
Okay.
You don't think they're going to fail, do you? Category? Are
No.
they having too much fun to be successful?
You never know. They're having a good time. Maybe too much of a good time.
No,
No,
they might retire. They're LCG guys, so they might retire and be like, "We're done." Gudnak is
I mean, I think part of it though is when you don't have the like recurring all the time releases and tournaments and local and all that stuff going on. Even if they stop making expansions, like board games don't die when they stop getting printed. People have games from 20 years ago on their shelves that they play all the time.
you do
People, I do too. I have card games forever, but like it's a very different. It's like Arkham. If Arkham stopped getting printed, Lord of the Rings, they haven't made new stuff in forever, but that game keeps getting sold and keeps getting printed and keeps getting played.
Yeah, it's true. And some would say that one of the great advantages of a printed tabletop game is you can play it forever.
That's right. You have it. They can't
Unless you,
take
like,
it from
lose
you.
But you can't. There's no DLC garbage.
I'm gonna play an Amalgam Brute here,
And then what?
I'm gonna stack.
A three boy?
Wait, to stack, do you have to have the same icon?
Yes.
All right, back this up. I didn't do any of that.
And if you're like Zach and you're wondering how do I play this game, check out our Gudnak tutorial posted yesterday. He's in it.
Somehow. Somehow.
Page 1 of the rule book. Is that how that works? Yeah.
Okay, let's just do the thing. I'm gonna play a skeletal soldier here,
Big one.
and then I'm gonna put a level 3 skeletal soldier. It's important to know.
Thank you.
Yeah, I didn't realize they were the same name. Then I'll play a level 1 skeletal soldier here.
Love it.
So
That's 8 on a mistake.
yeah, it does.
Yeah, that's right. Draw to start my turn. Okay. Okay. Squares are front, squares are structure. That's pretty good.
Rain, if you didn't get your question answered, did someone answer that question?
Yes. That was the whole card infused board.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I was totally not paying attention. Once he said that, it was like comically off. Just gone. Just focused on my dominating play here. That he can't stop.
I think he's down to 13 cards now, Zach.
Yeah, I know. That's the win condition.
First action is draw.
I don't know. You play a game of basketball, you just not look at the scoreboard.
That's actually when I was in school. I would never calculate my grade to know like how much I needed to do to pass the test. But like I saw people doing that, and I was like, it seems like a lot of work. I'm just gonna do a good job.
I'm just gonna do the thing, and we'll let the results take care of themselves.
But I just feel like there are definitely those kind of people, and then the me kind of people.
Yeah, I was always like, what's the minimum bar I need to get over to be done with this class?
Yep. I'm not surprised.
Yeah. Just looking to get on with it, you know? I had games to play.
All right, Bun, should we put on the offensive quick? You think that's a good idea? Like a rush
It's surely the right thing to do.
rush deck?
Do you feel like your deck is a rush deck?
That's a bolt something. I can see from here.
Okay. 2 deploys.
What? Are these just basic guys?
No, these are 2 heroes.
What is he doing?
What do we got?
If I put an attachment on an adjacent fighter I control, I swap this with the Bolt Beast. And this, if you have fewer cards in your hand than each opponent, he's +2 when attacking, +1 when defending.
What's that second one?
There's the Threadbearer. You see, it's kind of a play on
You got
Threadbearer.
Bolt bearer and a thread bearer.
Mm-hmm.
Bears are out.
You think they would want to work together, right? And see, I'm only playing the 1 strength stuff because I know that he wants to turn all my stuff into 1s. So I'm just not ever going to play anything but a 1.
That's a way to do it. I hope it goes well for you. Look at you. 2 of your heroes. My turn?
Yeah.
Let's draw a card.
Yeah. There was a card in my pool that was like get attachments back from the graveyard. I think that's an important one to have. I think that's what I would put in afterwards, just thinking about it. I have a lot of triggers off of attachments, but if like they all go away, then I'm like hosed.
How many cards do you have?
4?
They're asking for a friend.
12 left in the deck. Some
I'm glad you know.
quick math there for you.
And the Bolt Beast is the level 3
That's right.
ring dinger.
Yeah, that's right.
I need to play some cards. Can't play them fast enough. Oh, that's genius. Hold on.
Exodus. Movement. Are the attachments to on the top guy?
I see.
That, you know what? Oh my god, that would make so much sense if that's true. That would make this entire deck absolutely bananas.
Okay. Let's draw a card. Cool. Then I'm going to play Collateral.
Oh, you're doing things. Hold on, I'm reading.
Perfect timing.
Now attached, and it stays in play as long as the fighter does. Wow. Okay, so they're there forever. Oh my gosh. Okay, go ahead.
I'm playing Collateral.
What's that do?
Each player chooses and discards 2 cards
From him?
from hand.
Got
Discard 2 level 1s.
1 and a 2.
Already?
Okay. Draw. Start of the turn.
Did you drew and then played Carl? Cool. I see. I get it.
I was looking for some collateral. It got really quiet when we started playing.
Yeah.
For this beer and beer game.
I'm gonna play a lightning bolt over here.
You're doing weird things, Steven.
I know. I don't know. You just, again, just don't read. And then I will stack up Fist of Fabric onto my Firebolt. It says it can target fighters or squares 4 or less squares away with action abilities. So
all the way.
All the way. Yeah, all the way. Funky Town.
Can you pull up that lightning bolt again, John, just so I can not mess with Steven's stack? I have to read something.
Nah, man, it's just 20 cards.
This fighter gains action. Relocate this fighter to an empty square for 2 squares away. Oh no, I can't see. Once per turn, attached hunter may use this ability after it enters a new square. Okay. And then the bolt bearer became the big dad.
Yeah. He's adjacent to an attached one I control, so he stays a bolt beast until that is no longer true.
You need an attachment next to him for this to be true.
Yeah, I've got 2 currently.
Okay. Why?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Dun, 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 dun.
Steven, there's some stuff in the chat that might be important for you.
Really? Why is it not attached to Fist of Fabric? How does that work? I guess it's just attached physically to the card, not to the stack. That's important for you to know.
What is it?
This dude
Doesn't have an attachment.
doesn't have an attachment. So that means I can have multiple attachments in a stack.
It's just a big old stack.
Okay.
Spectral Hunter.
Okay.
Spectral Hunter.
Got it.
Over to you.
What levels would those be? I'm
2.
guessing 2.
Number 2.
Okay. Let's draw. Let's draw a card. Draw a card.
You got one of those sneaky 3s.
Okay.
Bolt Beast swaps out for Bolt Bearer, so Bolt Bearer is off the board and not under Bolt Beast.
Yeah, that's true. It's not really a stack.
I got it. Okay, so it's a singular entity.
He's a bolt beast.
Good to know.
And it's a bolt beast. Okay, so then you'd have to decide, wouldn't you? You would have to decide. Got it. Okay.
Game's good, man. Game's good.
Game's good.
I don't know what I'm doing. It feels
Game's
uncomfortable
good.
a little, but that's good.
Game's good. What are we gonna do? We got our yeah, we're gonna do this. So we're gonna do a move here, and then we're gonna relocate here with our bolt of lightning.
Okay.
So there's a lightning bolt. He's +1 when being attacked, +2 when attacking. How many cards you got in your hand?
4. How many you got?
2. And then I'll move the bolt beast up.
+1 being attacked.
No, wait, you're plus against brutes. I guess I can't do that. That's why you would do that. Got it. Okay, and then I'm going to attach, I'll just do it. I'll attach an ice bolt here. Let's just see what happens, man. I don't know.
Leaning Tower of Steven over there.
I know. What is going on, man? I don't know what's happening.
I don't either.
What even is this?
I know it's going to resolve, but I don't know how.
I can make something lose a trait.
Like this?
Like brute, soldier, hunter, yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead.
All right, so I draw because I got to.
Okay. Plus Fist of Fury now has an attack.
So if this guy's being attacked, what level is he at?
2. As long as I have fewer cards than you, I have one.
And you've got less than me. And he's a hunter.
That's right.
So
this is bad then. We're not doing that. 100% not doing that. So we'll just move here and we won't activate it.
You're like, no. Oh man, that's
just
funny.
do that.
That is funny. That is good stuff right there.
Yeah, I can't do that.
Yeah, I agree.
They got text on them.
Having a good. They do. Yeah, strange. Okay, Wooly. And you can teleport, but does that exhaust you?
I have to basically do an exhausting thing to teleport. Or really, it's when I enter a new square. So if I attack you, enter a new square, then I can use the 2 teleporty. Which is what he's trying to do. Your stuff's just not there yet.
Okay.
I gotta get in a situation where, like... Hopefully I'm preventing you from playing in that square.
This square here?
Yeah, that there.
This here? And he's a 2 strength.
2 on the defense, 3 on the offense.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's a problem. 'Tis a problem.
You start reaping the whirlwind. You're in for a world of pain.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Draw that Everking. Just call it a day.
It's not.
Play it in that corner, and I'll wreck it. Because even if I'm a level 1, this ability would still work. So your Everking is countered.
I know.
You're like, I know.
I must deal with him immediately. Well, I think the way to do this is move here over to you.
Okay.
We'll just see what happens. You ever look up and expect Jonathan instead of get John?
I mean, same name.
Yeah.
More or less.
Just draw a card here.
Morphed right before my eyes. Whoa.
It's funny because their silhouettes are like similar.
Yeah, he's got the big beard and stuff. Yeah.
I'd say shapeshift, but that's a different game.
Mm-hmm.
How many cards you got in your hand there?
What? Get out of my head. Fine.
Yeah, too many. Okay, I'm going to swing in here, 3 to a 2.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to swing in here, 3 to a 2.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to trigger and go here.
Okay.
Ooh,
Or let's go back here.
Yeah.
That's cool. Cool play, dude. Yeah.
Mine? This guy. This mother guy. Mine?
Yeah, dude.
If he dies, that guy doesn't come back, right?
No, not as far as I know. Huh?
Okay. Okay. And he's a 2 while defending?
That's right.
Yeah. Having a good time. Woo! Okay, I'm going to move him up. And then we'll play whiteout. Opponents may not attack friendly fighters until your next turn.
Okay. Fine. Draw a card.
Okay, had a great. Wow, there's been a murder.
The next one's even better.
See, I could siege you right now, but that is not worth a card out of your hand for the defend action. Now, I could plop the Everking off the top of your deck, which would be hilarious.
That would not be fun for one of us.
That would be funny. So I can't attack you.
Yeah, that's right.
Understood. I can move. Okay. Okay. Okie dokie. Well, Bun, you setting up for something?
I don't know.
You gonna make something into a 1 or a 5 or something? All right, start of the turn. I am going to draw a
The
card.
game only begins when we play our 3s, you know?
Mm-hmm. I'm going to use this ice scroll ability. I can do 4 squares away because of Fist of Fabric. I'm going to make him not a hunter.
Okay.
Over to you.
So he's +2.
When attacking, +1 when defending.
How many cards in here?
4.
And that's only true while you have
Fewer.
fewer.
If you could play 2 and attack, you'd be fine.
Play 2, attack. We would both be 1s.
That's right.
Hypothetically.
Hypothetically.
Okay. Well, Wooly.
No such thing as casual gaming. There's games that you play with people that smile more, and then there's games that you play with people that frown. But I want to win them all.
I do want to win them all.
Can I move something off of a stack voluntarily?
I don't think so. I have a card with an ability that lets you move them off the stack.
Okay, yeah, that tries.
So,
yeah,
I'm not just saying
I
it
can do it with
baselessly.
the Earth Scroll. Ah! The Earth Scroll is the answer. I need to find it.
If I stay here, you run over me. I have options, but I guess that guy gets really weak if I do have less cards, because then
That's
you have
right.
to play one
you
to
have
be
to
equal.
play. You gotta play him. I'd probably trade a 3 right now if you want.
Yeah.
You want to trade a 3 for a 1?
A 3?
Yeah, just throw a 3 down in that corner and we'll trade. We'll go 3 to 3, and everything's cool.
Not a huge fan of that. That's interesting. So he's at what on defense right now? Asking for a friend.
Can you put it on the screen? He's 2.
He's
Put a dice on
2.
it, or is that-
Yeah, here we go.
Okay,
Here
I'm
we
gonna
go.
play.
You know exactly how many cards are in your deck. But
Yeah, but
when it
you
comes to that,
didn't know
it's-
that. Yeah,
No,
still a
he's
2.
not a 3.
He's a 2. I gotta get. He's a dual stat. The bottom is the defense. Do you want me to hold on? I'll modulate based on the face. Okay, just for you. This is a casual game. That's what we mean by casual. In a competitive play, I would never put a dice on my card to help you.
All right.
My Gudnak tournament winning deck.
So if I play Privy Council here,
It
it says will of the people, ones I control have +1 when attacking.
That's good.
So then I'll attack here. 2 to a 2.
Yeah, we both are going. There we
Yeah.
go.
Okay.
And my scroll is in the discard pile. Bummer. It's really 2 for 1. Pretty good. Draw to start. Okay. Okay. Got it. Got it. Understood. Okay. Understood. 2 squares adjacent. Okay. All right. All right. Had to do a little quick math there.
I see.
Yeah.
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 I'm with it, I'm with it, I'm
Yeah.
with it.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
I'm trading that, by the way.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah. I think that's the first thing. I'll trade that 1 for the 3 there, and then a second action.
How many cards in
5.
here? 5. Okay.
Doesn't matter anymore for my purposes, at least. And then this is a forever ability, yeah? While attacking, okay. It's always on.
Ones I control attacking are +1.
Okay. Well, let's just go, right? Okay. I'm going to put a Bolt Bender here.
Let's just read that guy. Gotcha. Attachments.
How do they work? I want that Firebolt literally anywhere else.
Then
I'm going to have to kill that Fist of Fabric.
Great. They were just saying you got rid of the trait, so I wouldn't get the +1.
Yeah.
This guy's trait.
Yeah. That's what Ice Troll is supposed to do, I think.
Mhm.
Yeah, we did it. All right, that was it.
Mine?
Trade you and then play it through. Yep.
Okay. Mm-hmm. It's just a 3.
It's just a body.
Straight up.
It's a body that might actually put an attachment in randomly. Hey, Let's Collective. Questions about like Europe, Canada, etc. So this is a small indie publisher. They did a Kickstarter primarily sent to the U.S. audience, and we are the way to get the product worldwide. Certainly in the United States, it's a small run, it's a small print run, etc. International distribution does not make sense for this game or Chaotic Great, given the scale and where they are as a publisher. As they grow, they might be able to do get into international distribution hubs or those kinds of arrangements. But for now, we are the place to buy this game, and we are anchored in the United States. So if you want it anywhere that isn't in the U.S., you'll just have to pay more in shipping to get it.
Just taking a peep.
Yeah.
I think. That's tough. It's tough.
It's a little chess match. What a game.
Let's play.
I've got to get my fire scroll out. And there's a second Kickstarter coming in March, so that would be a good international option. What do you think, man?
This is tough.
Yay! Marching down the field. Is that stacked? No. Okay.
Not yet. Can't stack it with anything, actually, right?
You can stack a hero on it.
Okay. Any matching icon.
I think it shares a trait. Yeah, any trait shared. Yeah.
I just don't know.
Deceptively deep, isn't it?
That is.
I like these sleeves, man.
Let's do
They
this.
feel good.
So you can't. I'm gonna play. They do feel good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play Amalgam Brute here, and then I'm gonna play an Echoing Spectre here.
Okay. So body. Let's draw a card. Okay. What now? Let's find out. Okay, Ice Scroll. His ability to research the next turn and choose a card that loses a trait of your choice. Okay. So we can lose a trait. Does any of that matter? Ones you control, no. Throw one from your graveyard to any adjacent empty square. You got nothing in your graveyard? Where's your
This is
graveyard?
my graveyard.
Okay.
I was looking.
So you can do that. Got it.
Oh, that's an deployability.
Yeah, you can do it right now.
I thought it was a.
You can do it right this
Yeah.
second.
In that case, if you would, I'll play this.
Yeah, sure.
Play this here, and then stack this on top,
Got it.
and then over here.
That is better. That's nice. It's a nice ability.
Stack them deep.
Okay, everything becomes ones. That's a hero. I open that up. Seems good. So we know one thing we're gonna do.
It's actually so funny because like, I don't know what you've got options wise.
Yeah, you and me both, man.
But it makes me feel like you could do all kinds of crazy stuff. But realistically, I feel like you're as limited as the cards that I'm looking at.
Mm-hmm.
There's not a lot
Mm-hmm.
of things to be done here.
Mm-hmm. All right, I'm gonna move here,
Mm-hmm.
and then let's go. You got nothing under there. Let's go ahead and push here.
This is the, what's this thing? The Bullish Brute.
Bullish Brute.
So it's just another 3. All right.
Yeah.
The party has begun. Okay.
Over to you. Yeah.
Draw.
It's weird playing against Refractory because you always got to honor tempo. And like those weird cards and like non-fatiguing cards and stuff. It's like, ugh.
Yeah. So you're saying I can stack a hero on top of this,
You can. Yeah.
hypothetically.
Hypothetically.
Oh. And this is a soldier.
Oh, you know what? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to blow your freaking mind with how good I am. I figured it out now. I finally understand. You want to let me do this?
Yeah.
I can use that ice scroll to take that hero trade away, and then you can't stack.
Oh, that is genius.
I think that's what you're supposed to do too.
Is that an action?
Like I could take this soldier away, and then I could know that you can only stack heroes over here. It's for free when you move.
Gotcha. So you move, you take that away.
Yeah, we'll do that, and, and then you're stuck.
Yeah, that's nice.
Or you move up and then over. These Roxy are tricky. I do love this faction. Ooh.
Okay. So I can trade, and that would get rid of this ice thing.
Mm-hmm.
This is the fire one? That
Yeah,
you
they
wanted?
kill a 2 or a 1 that's not stacked when it moves.
Adjacent.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's be cool.
Be cool. Be cool. Stack them up. The chess match continues. Amazing. Just amazing.
Okay. Let's trade here.
Got it.
And then I'll move this over here.
Okay. Draw a card.
Chaotic Grace and Roxy are the Anarchs of Gudnak. This tracks.
Sick. Okay. I'm going to pay 1 for Thread the Needle. Each fighter with an attachment may consider each square that is 2 squares away as adjacent until the end of your turn.
Uh-oh.
So then we'll move, and then we'll trigger here for the
I got you.
adjacency. All right, now the Wolfpack Soldier is patrolling the midboard, looking for 1s and 2s to hunt.
I see that.
And then we move the ball up the field with the Bullish Brute, and then we try to get the siege in. We'll see if Zach can do anything about it.
Over to me?
Yeah.
Draw.
Beautiful freaking game, man.
I'm glad it's clicking for you.
My God, just looking at it. Like, looking at it. And they've got the blue that I like, and we're playing on the kind of the bluish mat. Oh, I like that teal color, too. That's a different kind of blue. It's a mystical blue.
Okay. Stacks are good.
Stacks are good. That makes me appreciate Ice Bolt more.
Stacks are good.
This is a game you can get good at.
All right, we're gonna play Amalgam Brute.
Yeah, good. Good. Okay.
Waiting on the king. Quick score check. How many cards are in your deck over there?
This guy. 3?
Same. Okay.
Okay.
We're on a similar click here.
Okay. We've got to think about ideas. Okay. One square. And then that. Okay. Got it. I've got it. Okay, so we move the Wolfpack Soldier over. Cool. And then... we see if you're going to be weird. Okay. I'm going to play a Horn Tusk Hunter there. And then I'm going to move...
He's got the
here.
meat. So all your 3s are on the table.
Well, I don't know that.
Deal with them.
Have you been...
You have 3 3s on the board.
I don't know.
You can't possibly have more.
I don't know.
That seems like garbage if you do. Draw a card.
We're still patrolling the middle. On our proud wolf. Wolf. Yeah, I feel like I'm building walls. You said you're the wall guy, but this is a wall situation for me.
Oh, man.
There's one moment that he's waiting for when it's all going to go cold and frosty. And the Ever King comes out and says, wow, and then you win the game and you set up the board, you arrange everything in a perfect situation.
I don't know about any of that.
Piece together this combo.
Don't know about any of that. I think the play is slide here.
Leave me alone, man.
Play the Ever King.
Okay. Does that do?
Nothing. Action, all fighters become 1s when attacking or being attacked until the next turn.
Okay. Got it. So that's an action that you could use.
Yes. Perhaps. Maybe.
1 square. What does that mean? Okay, I understand what that means. I mean, that Ever King, that's a
real thing.
That's a real thing, man.
Yeah, I agree.
But then, okay, then you just go good tradesy. And it's just during your turn?
Till the start of my next turn.
That gets my attention. All of them.
We
even
got
him.
a reader.
Even him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we got to think about it now, don't we? I don't want to lose my Wolfpack Soldier.
Well, it's not looking great.
I feel like the moment... It isn't looking great. You're right.
But it's not looking great for the soldier specifically.
I'm going to stick with my plan, and I'm going to lose the soldier. Potentially lose the soldier.
Okay. I like this plan.
All right, so I'm going to pay... I'm going to use this ability. I don't even have to pay an action. The action is using Attuned. Put an attachment from your hand onto this fighter.
Okay.
Use the action ability. Do not fatigue this fighter. So I'm going to put an Earth Bolt on here. And I can use this action, relocate target adjacent fighter 1 square. And then my second action, I'm going to attack into your 3, hitting for 4.
Okay. You did the swap.
Yes. So now you do have a choice in front of you, as far as I can tell.
Yeah. Okay. Mine?
Yes.
Do that. Chill.
Ooh, this little game is so good. Ooh.
All right.
I like it.
I'll punch your wolf soldier.
Coming in.
No, back that up. This is wrong.
You don't want to trade that and then just lose?
No.
Oh, dang.
I see. You're trying to trap me.
No,
but
quit reading.
But it doesn't work how you think it does, because the Ever King is only while attacking or being attacked.
That's fine.
So you can't just firebolt me.
Yeah, I can at least just trade it. Nothing. Everything's cool.
I don't like whatever that is.
No, everything's very cool, man. Everything's cool, I assure you. It's very cool. Very cool.
This is a, what would you call it? A hunter?
Mm-hmm. That's what I'd call it.
Okay.
Why do we have to try to be so good at things?
We
Zach?
just like to do it.
We do like to do it. You don't play Palatro and just buy the worst jokers. Yeah. You try to do it well. Wake up at 3 a.m. thinking about royal flushes and Malt X3.
What's the Earth thing do?
Moves an adjacent fighter 1 square.
That's how you can trade. I get it. I'm there. We still need to do it.
Relocate, if that matters. I can't do it to shoot somebody into an attack.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't seen any tactics out of you, really. So I don't know. You got all sorts of nonsense.
Don't know what you're talking about.
1,000. I think you definitely can learn the matchups and the factions really well, and kind of understand that Firebolt is probably something that's really precious to save. If you have the zombie faction that drops a bunch of ones, it's probably good just to have that, and not be so reckless. I guess we'll find out.
That's a tough call. Tough call.
Well, that's good. That's why we do it.
I can't let you have the Ever King. Protect the king.
Protect the king. His ability's not that important, right?
Okay, I know it. I know what I need to do, and I have the strength.
Do you
to
have
do
the
it.
strength?
I do.
Courage?
I'm gonna play Conversion.
Seems
2
good.
actions. Destroy target enemy level 1 that isn't at an opponent's gate. Bad. Then I may deploy level 1 from my graveyard to that square, even if there's an enemy fighter occupying that square.
Whoa, that's weird.
So I'm going to deploy Echoing Spectre, which lets me deploy a level 1 from my graveyard. And we're going to get a Skeletal Soldier here. And over to you.
Okie dokie.
The Horde has arrived.
The Horde has arrived. That's right. Okay, and things can get weird, basically. You can use Ever King ability and get strange. So we're trying to make it where you can't do silly trades. Although there's there's nothing but silly trades to be done. Once Everking does his thing. Okay, I'll draw my card. Okay, well that's, that's something. Okay. Okay, so we do that, and then what? Ah, bummer, man.
It's a bummer, man.
Come on, man. Okay.
Your Earth Scroll doesn't make any sense if I have a bunch of dudes out.
Yeah, the dudes.
The dudes,
Watch out for the dudes.
You don't want to march your guys forward, though?
Well, I do. I mean, I'm trying to figure out the least amount of collateral damage that can happen. Because then you Everking and you go 1s for 3s, and nobody's looking for that. That's not where we want to live.
Mark? What up, Sasha? The grudge match is going favorably for Steven, I think. But it's close. We got some weird stuff going on. And we don't know what each other are capable of. That's an exciting time.
I'm just trying to think. Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's any way to actually trade this well. I feel like there's kind of some options here. But there's really not. I'd have to really boogie in weird ways. You don't want to trade Everking. You go 1s to 1s. Okay, but then if you do that, you know what? I feel like that's okay. And then you roll there. I mean, it's not what we want. It's not what we want. What a game! What a game! Oh, what a game! What a game. That Everking's good, man.
He's a brain bender.
Use the ability, and then you can swing. That gets you 1 unless you have more shenanigans. So then you get that for free. I get that for free. And then Everking says, hey, do you want to trade? You go there and there. You get that and that. And then you could stuff me on a siege if you wanted to. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. You can't lose the 3s, man.
You got nothing but 3s on the board.
Oh my god. Okay, let's do it. Let's go. Do I give you that? How many cards I got? Are any of them important? 1, 2, 3, 4. Have I been through all my 3s? How many 3s do we have?
3.
We have 3 3s, really.
Yeah.
2, 1.
You get the bonus.
Easy
You killed
math.
one of mine earlier, though, so I've been behind for a minute.
Easy math, isn't it? Okay. Let's go here.
Okay.
And then I'm going to move here.
Okay. How many cards in deck?
I have 4 cards in my hand, 2 cards in my deck. This is where I want that guy that you defend with. I guess that would be good. No, it really wouldn't be good. I mean, it's fine.
Well, wait.
What a board, man. Your Everking is freaking me out, dude. If you just get him out of there. Get him out.
I can't.
It's too much. It's too much. Too much to think about. Wanna think about her? Wanna think about her? Think about her. B saying this game is full of twists and turns.
Okay, I gotta do it. This is not fun. I'm gonna soul swap.
So
We'll destroy the Everking. Put a level 3 into play for my discard pile.
Yep.
Here. I'll attack here.
Puts it into play, so it's not fatigued. Yeah?
I don't think so.
That's good.
Well, it says deploy. That might not work.
I think it would be fatigued, yeah. Rewind.
You tell me.
Let me just read the rules for deploy. You keep trying. You keep trying to break the game here.
That's the whole goal.
Keep trying to break it. Deploy becomes fatigued. Deployed fighters become fatigued.
Okay, that breaks a lot of my plans. Okay.
Cat at Great is saying opening my gates up to you is blowing their mind.
I mean, it's the right play, I think.
Well, we're clearly better than them already. The people who have been designing and working on this game for 4 years, 5 years now.
Well, the thing is, you're up on 3s,
That's right.
so you're just leveraging your power.
I'm going to trade this card that doesn't matter and this card in my hand that doesn't matter, probably, for 3s being still on the board, which I do like. I like that trade. And then I just ace him anyway.
Well, we're going to get over it. Everking's going to trade here. And we're going to slide that up.
Okay. Discard. You got a 1. Now, what kind of nonsense do you have? Because you're just a guy with nonsense, you know? You really are. You're a guy with nonsense. It's so clear. Okay. Here. And here.
Alright. And you have 1 card left in deck.
1 card left in deck, that's right. And I'll draw it next turn.
So I just need to get someone there. Know what I mean?
Oh, you're already thinking in terms of the Hail Mary, eh?
Definitely. All right, let's go.
This is high on the list.
Ladies in Waiting.
This game has been one of the greatest games ever.
Necromancer.
Okay.
After a friendly hero enters the battlefield, it may use its action ignoring fatigue. Deploy a level 1 from my graveyard to an empty square, except for an opponent's gates.
Oh, dang.
So we'll deploy an Echo Inspector, which will let me deploy another level 1.
Okay. So just time wasters.
Bodies, baby.
Understood. Okay. Is there anything that matters? You must have one weird card.
The last card in my deck was the Ladies in Waiting, which would have been productive.
When you play hero, things happen.
They just get to use their action for free, basically. So like, that's
Oh,
how you
this
really.
is a use action.
Well,
Also, oh, it gets to use it for free.
Uses
Got
action
it.
ability,
Got it.
yeah.
Got it. So you can basically just start getting weird. Okay. So I guess put heat on the gates. Is that what I'm? Oh, I gotta draw a card to start the turn. Okay.
The game is afoot.
All right. Slap a 3 into that bad boy.
Okay.
And then we'll go the brute back there, soldiers, not a big deal, you're good against hunters. Okay, so then we'll do this, just a level 2 soldier.
What's the name of that?
That is a wolf pack soldier.
Mine?
Yeah.
Oh.
Don't forget I can move this into a back row and then deploy here. And also then if you kill this, you win the game. So that's scary to me. That's too scary. Too scary. I'm not going to give you that out yet unless it's looking dire for me. We both don't know the card pool well enough yet to like be confident that what we're doing is not going to get
Make us
totally bojangled.
I've got a problem.
Is it the 3 number?
It's the 3 without an icon. How can you lose if you never move your back row? I don't think I can beat it. I'm just trying to be clever.
I got the strong eye. You can just turn your stronghold over to, it's like knocking your king over. That's the
just
respectable way.
well,
You're going to wiggle though. You're going to try to find something to do.
we're not quite done yet. I guess. And that's a brute, you say?
Watch out. This is where Zach can make some serious lemons. Or, wait, no, lemonade. You can also make some lemons. You can make some serious lemonade in these moments, man. He's a lemonade stand.
Okay, soul swap. I'm going to destroy here to play here. I have 2 actions left. We're going to play...
And he's fatigued here?
Yeah.
Okay. Unless you can remove it, I guess, with a card or
We're
something.
going to play here.
Okay.
And move here.
I see. I see. Okay. Can't draw. What am I talking about? All right, let's just go. Let's go up there, and then +1 against Bruce. There's, I don't know. Do you have, what do you have? Do you have weird stuff? I can't attack it because then you kill me back. I'll just attack that direction.
Yeah. Mine.
Yeah.
Attack here.
Okay.
I'll lose 1. And I'll attack here.
Okay.
We trade. Can at least make it respectable.
All right, you opened it up for the thing I've been wanting to do. I'll play Bolt Golem. Adjacent to an attachment, put the attachment on it. You can use its ability. I'm going to move this up 1 and then move.
Good game. That guy's a problem.
Great stuff.
The guy that became a 3 that wasn't a 3
Yeah.
was the real problem.
My deck building strategy, maybe.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
It's unstoppable.
Yeah, and all I had the Ever King like mid game, but I wanted to wait until I drew the thing and let me use the ability immediately. Because it's actually, because it takes 1 of your 2 actions.
It is weird, right?
It's hard.
Yeah.
There was a point where I thought I could do it and take 2 actions, and I was fine because I could clear 2 of your 3s at the same time. And then I realized I couldn't. I think when we go back in the deck building tank, having there was a neutral card that's 0 cost gain an action. If you're going to play around the Ever King, like being able to take 2 actions after you use the Ever King,
Yes.
seems notable.
That would be incredible.
Yeah, or have the Ladies in Waiting out and then use the like soul swap to bring in the Ever King to trigger his ability for free. I don't know. There's weird stuff there.
That was
hard.
Yeah, great. We could play that a million times.
Yeah,
And
super
probably-
good.
That was awesome.
Super good. And it's just like their ability to build decks live for the first time, seeing a bunch of the new cards. I think that's one of the deck building is there, but it's not so there that you have to be fully consumed by it to even understand it.
Yes.
Like we're making simple choices that then tell a different. Like I could now go back and tweak even just this deck quickly, and we play a different game. And even the order, like the things I was seeing late versus early, changed the shape of that game.
Yeah. So if you think about what the context of that too, if you think about building a deck in Sorcery or Magic or any of them, you have to consider my threshold and then all the possible cards in the entire card pool that could fit into that threshold pie, and then all of the cards that could be played at various cost curves could fit into there. With this, it's like, of the level 3 heroes that I have available
In your faction.
in my faction, maybe 3 of them. I choose 1.
Yeah.
And then the level 2s, I choose 2 of maybe 6. And then I choose 2 of 6 ones. And then I choose 5 of 10-ish to 15-ish tactics. And then the rest is done.
Yeah.
And then I just choose little icons.
Well,
but the text doesn't matter.
The important part there, too, is that in most expandable card games, that sort of faction locking would be problematic. And we saw this with LCGs. It's one of the fundamental LCG problems.
Yes.
Game of Thrones has 6 houses, is that what it was? Or
7.
8? 7?
Got to 7. Right?
It was, I don't know.
Lannister, Greyjoy,
Baratheon,
Martell,
Targaryen.
Targaryen.
You said Greyjoy.
Stark.
You said
Lannister?
Martell.
Did I say Lannister?
Let's
it
just
was
say
7.
6.
Yeah, or Nice Watch or whatever.
Oh, there was a Night's Watch. Well, the 2.0 added extra factions.
They did.
But you have a pack come out once a month that's got 20 unique cards in it, 3 copies of each. And if you have 6 or 7 factions, each faction gets like 2 cards.
Yeah.
So 2 Targaryen cards would come out. And if neither of them are in the themes that I like to play inside of Targaryen, it's like nothing happened that month.
Mm-hmm. And some of them are just bad anyway.
Yeah.
So.
But, no, for sure. I mean, it's just part of it, right? Some cards are just worse than others.
Yeah.
But when you have a once-a-year release for a game that is not intended to be, we're playing tournaments every week, the meta needs to evolve, all that kind of stuff. The faction locking, or basically you have factions, you have the neutrals that anyone can play, but you have the factions. Inside of that, you're even restricted. It's like you get 1/3 hero. So that's a big choice.
Yeah.
In a lot of expandable games, that would actually be a negative to be that tied in.
Yeah.
And they're flipping it around here, and I think making it a strength of the
I like what you said. The 3 hero is such a magnificently important choice. Actually, the choices I made at the beginning, the 5 tactics and the 5 heroes, feel so much more significant than most of the cards you're putting in a deck to fill out like the pie. They kind of just do that automatically with the other ones. Like, yeah, you have your 10 basic stuff.
These are the refugees, and every deck's going to have this kind of thing.
Yeah.
Which also, from like a gameplay standpoint, is nice because you can just immediately see. You play at them with the hero icon, you know that's important. You play a 3, we know that's important.
Yeah, he's got 5 of them.
So you just can tell quickly whether or not this is like really important or not.
Yeah.
But still, I feel like I could get so good at this. That's the
Gudnak.
they simplified so many different decision points, but just like the depth is still there, which is the impressive part. Anytime you can really streamline and simplify, and also still keep that depth, that's why it's so impressive. They designed this as their first official thing.
I mean, they have the cards, for God's sakes.
Oh, yeah.
And they're still great. So they don't even need half the card to be as good as a
That's
normal
right.
TCG.
Only needed half the
Put it
card
on
to
the
be
box.
as good as everyone else.
All right, so to review, anybody who is interested and still watching, core set plus 100 sleeves, $50. This is going to be the best value deal that you'll ever see for Gudnak, because the idea is to get you to play. So core set plus sleeves, great deal. Then we go expansions. These two, $80, come in a bundle. You get both or 0 right now. We may split them up at some point later down the road, but for now, it's a small print run, and we figure most people will want both if they want one.
And
So
one of
they're
the
bundled.
factions one of these expansions has the faction
Yeah,
you're
Roxy,
playing.
and those guys were awesome. This is $80. It does not come with any additional sleeves. There are additional sleeves that you can buy through various sleeve manufacturers. They're
70
pretty
by
standard
70.
70 by 70 board game sleeves. And then we were playing on the winter playmat neoprene today. It's $30. And then they also have the forest playmat for $30.
Which
And
is
those two are on their website. Not as a bundle. You can get either or both.
Yep. And then we also have a Gudnak channel, a Discord channel now. If you have questions about the game or about what's included or what you need or recommendations, a ton of people already there. Great vibes. And then, of course, Tim and Ian, the creators of the game, are also hanging out there and chatting. So that's super cool, too.
Great stuff, y'all. Hey, thanks for watching. Thanks, Tim and Ian, for being around and for making such a great game. We can't wait to see what you do in
Incredible
the
game.
future.
Worth checking out.
And we'll see you guys in the Discord. Let's talk about some Gudnak. We'll see you there.